Good evening, America. Welcome back to another episode of Break the Machine podcast. We got a full schedule tonight, fam. Kozi-19 is back with us, coming to hang with us. He's our homeboy. We've had some great discussions with him. We got two new friends of the show. We got JesusAOK and we got DVS 7.0. All right, they got a bomb ass track that's out right now. We're gonna make sure we play that a little bit later. But these three gentlemen have been pretty much in the forefront. Okay, every time you see them posting, they have been working their asses off. Okay, up in the city of New York and up in the state of New York, and they've been doing their thing. They're in the forefront of just trying to push our America First Patriot message along with Maha and everything else. These three guys, again, you guys all know Kozi. He's been on with us a couple of times. He's been hanging with us, and Rumble isn't playing for whatever reason. It should. No, I got the chat telling me that Rumble isn't playing. Anyway, so Jonathan, drop that in there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make sure we bring everybody up, and we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Like I said, you guys all know Kozi. He's our homie. We love when Kozi's on with us and stuff like that. And I think you guys are gonna all enjoy. Okay. DVS 7.0 and JesusAOK when you get to dialogue with them and you get to hear them chat. What is going on, fam? It's good to see you all. Kozi, thanks for setting this all up. I completely, totally appreciate it. Red Day is kind of running behind right now, so when he comes in, we'll bring him in and whatnot, and we can all continue this dialogue. But Kozi, say what's up to the viewers. They all know you, brother.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. We got an amazing show for you today. We're going to talk about our song, but I'll let Big Red one guy just bring us in. We have
Yeah.
DVS here. DVS is the mastermind behind the song. He put it together. So we wanted to expose that whole thing that went down. I'll let him say it. I'll let him tell you the story, but there's a big story behind this, and it's something that you guys must hear.
Right on. Well, DVS, set it off, brother. Let us know what's the story behind, and then we'll bring Jesus in.
Well, yeah, man. Me, Jesus, Cozy, we're actually like soldiers of this of the streets right now. For the past 7 years, we've been together, like doing all the stuff that we do, fighting against the pandemic, against the mandates, against these crooked politicians. And I got to know, I got to hear a story from Anthony Constantino, the CEO of Sticker Mule,
Yep.
and I heard his story. I got to meet him at an event he did called Meet a Trump Supporter. I immediately gravitated to him. He was an amazing guy, super cool guy. His entire team that worked for him at Sticker Mule, they're all like family to him. They're all friends from high school. He's such a loyal team behind him, and it just says a lot about his character. But
Right.
recently, we heard about uh, the 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 New York State Conservative Party chair, uh, Jerry Kassar, had called him just about 5 or so days after he announced that he was going to be running for Elise Stefanik's empty seat
Yeah,
in
I remember that.
New York District 21. And he called him 5 days after and threatened him, basically, try to intimidate him and all this stuff. And then one of the things he said was, if you get in this race, this is something along the lines of, if you get in this race, we intend to kill you. We will destroy you before November comes. We will destroy you. And so, for me to hear that from my own party, the party that I cast my vote for, it's a problem. I don't want that in my party.
Right.
That's the stuff we hear from Democrats, the type of stuff we hear
Correct.
from the Barack Obamas and the Hillary Clintons and Adam Schiffs and Chuck Schumers and Hakeem Jeffrieses of the world.
Right.
Like all of these scumbag, dirty bastards is what we hear that from. But now we're hearing it on our side too. And listen, I'm ready to call it out on our side all day long. But yeah, we heard about that, and then Anthony Constantino's mission to bring in new blood to New York politics, and to even putting his money where his mouth is, and announcing to the world that he is going to be donating $3 million of his own money to help candidates, win, that deserve to win, people who deserve to win, whether they're not just people who are controlled by different clubs or different groups, but people who are actually good. And a lot of times that's what the problem is with certain with when it comes to club or all of these different stuff. They get their pick, and they don't let nobody else in. They just got to have their person win. And really, what it needs to be is, and by the way, I don't mean just clubs are bad, because they're not. I'm part of many clubs, and a lot of these clubs are fantastic. They're like really, great groups that do a lot for this country. But it just becomes natural in some cases. They just control who's their pick and who they're going to push, and they don't even care anymore about who's the right guy. And
Right.
so Anthony Constantino wants to get in the middle of that and put his money where his mouth is, and bring in new blood. And he's going to put $3 million towards it to fund candidates. Hey, you're a good candidate. You need help. I believe in you. You know what? New York needs you. I'm going to put money behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
So I heard that it was an article on the New York Post, talking about bringing new blood into politics, and decided to make a song about it. And the song immediately opened at #1. We were the #1 charting hip hop song all over the country, and and even the world, actually, for a moment. We went global on this song, topping out the biggest names in hip hop, and even in all genres. I believe we got
Nice.
#4 across all genres all over the country and even the world.
That's what's
So
up,
that's
man.
a big deal, and it says a lot about what the world wants to hear, and what the world's itching ears are hoping for, and what they want to entertain their themselves with. And that's real stuff. Things about new blood, things about God and country, and things that matter, not the nonsense that we keep hearing from the Cardi B's of the world,
Right.
that ain't doing nothing but twerk win.
Well, every time you guys posted it, every time Kozi had it up, so you had it up, or even when Jesus, I've been following too, actually, on my personal account for a minute, and then I started on this account and on the Big Red One Guy account on Instagram. I made sure I kept putting that shit up because I wanted people to continue to listen to it. But Red Day is with us. He's joining us. He came in. It was good to see you, Scott. Good to see you, brother. Jesus, talk about yourself a little bit, man. Let everybody know.
Well, I started this in the 2020 era, and we were doing a lot of sit-ins and trying to fight against the COVID mandates. And we got arrested many times and these things, just standing up for the Constitution and for people's rights. And then from there, we just transitioned to, I started doing a lot of drag queen story hour protests for minors, where I felt like some of the books and the protests were very sexual for kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I put together a little group, and we would just go and shut down those events or cause enough of a scene where cops came through, where the audience was very minuscule because of all the cop presence outside. And then DVS had given me a chance one day with the music. I had performed at one of his events. I think it was my Legion Freedom event 2. And from there, I just kept rapping. And when he come to me with this song and this topic and told me about what was going on with it, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely down to make a song about it, because when I met it was nothing but hospitality. The event was amazing. He always makes sure he caters to everybody, very loving. And the message New Blood is something that's been with me since like the early 2000s. I've always agreed that the leaders that are right now in office are letting us down as we the people, and we need some new blood.
Right on. Well, with that, Red Day, you want to say what's up to everybody real quick, man, and then we'll get this video going so everybody can see it.
No, just get going. I apologize for being late.
Nah, don't worry about it, brother. Come on,
Now
man.
you good, King?
You're
Yeah,
good.
it's all good. They're out. Yo, you don't understand. Kozi and Jesus are out fucking partying right now with red cups and drink.
We're partying
It's
out
all
here.
good.
We're
It's
having
all
a
good.
party.
It's
Well,
our boy's
hey,
60th birthday.
yeah,
Still
those
early.
of you, those of you who are listening, to what these gentlemen are talking about, we're about to play their video. I've played it about 1,000 times today, trying to make sure that the sound and shit was good. So when we play it, everything is all right. I minimized my camera output and everything just because I don't want any issues with this shit, because it is fantastic. And I think you all are gonna enjoy it. So let's tune in and let's get going. Let's get it popping.
Telling us that you're going to run in November is just the reason why we want to kill you.
In November?
If you tell us you're going to run in November, then we're going to do everything in our power to make sure you're destroyed
Don't do this to me.
It's just business.
It's about that time, get ready, we coming, and all that huffing and puffing ain't changing nothing. Drop it all on the parlay. I can do this all day, have it slide like parquet. Make a fat cat learn the long way. We done with the old folks, keeping elections in the chokehold. Type of okey doke niggas drive a Volvo, coming in with new blood, stay the local. Money with the mafia, we in the oval. Let's go. Everybody gather around and say no mo. Won't play a part in your show. About to have y'all shopping at Five Below, threatening to kill us, but that ain't gonna happen. God ain't finished. Plus I'm feeling 1776ish. Y'all look British and it's just business, but keep persistent, we'll keep resisting. Complete the mission and still gon' keep it Christian. So get your hits in. My God is risen to give provision, and Anthony got the vision. We coming in with new blood, join the school of the young and the brave heart. Bet it's all gon' top the charts, and we calling it new blood. Time we get up, we fed up until they free us. These dirty streets with these demons is where they leave us. Now it's time to re-up and quench our thirst for new blood. Thirsty for new blood, we on the prowl for new blood. These politicians with special interests all washed up. This the age of clean cuts and patriotic young bucks. It's time to re-up and quench our thirst for new blood. Thirsty for new blood, we on the prowl for new blood.
We let politicians get away with 9/11. When they drop dead, I bet you they don't go to heaven. They don't show us love, they too busy making weapons. We need some new blood, get us out this Great Depression. Salute the press, Trump and Constantino. It's a red wave, something like an El Nino. Democrats made us look like we on chemo. They sexualize the youth and turn the world into a freak show. We don't need a Hochul, we don't need a Schumer. We don't need Obamas and the Clintons or a ruler. We need some new blood, we need a re-up. Before I swing on politicians, give them clean cuts. I see Uncle Sam drop the bombs in Iran, conflict from Mexico, then Ukraine and then Pakistan. Democrats fighting ICE, looking like a fallen type. This Illuminati like no demons in the afterlife.
By the time we get up, we fed up until they free us. These dirty streets with these demons is where they leave us. Now it's time to re-up and quench our thirst for new blood. Thirsty for new blood, we on the prowl for new blood. These politicians with special interests all washed up. This the age of clean cuts and patriotic young bucks. It's time to re-up and quench our thirst for new blood. Thirsty for new blood, we on the prowl for new blood.
New blood, step on up, it's time to get the battle on. Revolution is upon us, time to strap the saddle on. Battle's on, I'm blasting them to Babylon. War on freedom, far from Eden, fighting just so I can breathe in. Fighting up against a demon. Truth is loaded in my gauge, raps are flocking to my page, trying to silence up my spirit, so I'm spitting up my rage. Wisdom flowing like a sage, people applauding me with praise, breaking out the mental prison. I have risen out the cage, threatening all people, put the spotlight on the stage. Breaking out the mental prison, I have risen out the cage, threatening all people, put the spotlight on the stage.
By the time we get up, we fed up until they free us. These dirty streets with these demons is where they leave us. Now it's time to re-up and quench our thirst for new blood. Thirsty for new blood, we on the prowl for new blood. These politicians with special interests all washed up. This the age of clean cuts and patriotic young bucks. It's time to re-up and quench our thirst for new blood. Thirsty for new blood, we on the prowl for new blood.
I'm Anthony Constantino,
You're hearing it?
and I approve this message.
You're hearing this.
Yo, so that wasn't just a fucking fire hit. It's a campaign ad too. I like that ending right there, man. Listen, man, that is what's up right there. I think the energy is just fantastic. Again, I know all three of you guys have been putting in that work for a long time in New York City, and and in the state of New York, not just the city as a whole. So that's just what's up, man. And I'm pretty sure the comments are gonna start. And that was fire, bro. I appreciate that. Like I said, I heard it like 1,000 times today. Let me just say what's up to some people in the chat. I saw Cafecito Break was in there. What's up? Cowgirl Chast, that's Chastity. Love you, honey. Rognina. Jonathan Stevie Ahmad, the man behind the scenes and whatnot. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it for right now. Our regulars who are constantly commenting and whatnot. But we got tuning in. If you're just tuning in, we're here with Kozi-19 stopping by to chill with us again. We got DVS7.0 and JesusAOK, and that's their hit, New Blood. And this is what it's all about. We've talked about needing new blood for a long time. I know in New York, it's one of the things that I ended up walking away from doing any kind of activism back in my young Republican days.
Yeah, I encourage everybody watching to go follow at Constantino132 on Twitter, and follow Sticker Mule on Twitter. I think you're gonna be seeing a lot of great stuff on there. The guy's a genius. He's a true patriot. He's a real dude. He's somebody you can kick it with and really get along with. I encourage everyone to check it out. Check out Sticker Mule too, because he got a lot of things coming up with Sticker Mule itself. It's like a one-stop shop. It's an amazing platform all on its own. His ideas are pretty wild on like really blessing other people through his platform, through his website, through Sticker Mule. I would say check it out. Check him out on Twitter and myself, at official DVS7 on Twitter, and you'll see a lot of things coming. And check out these two guys here too. JesusAOK, let's go.
Yeah.
The man, bro, I got him on every song, bro. We're like one hit. I mean the dynamic duo.
Yo,
about to say the
I
one
just
hit
want to tell you
wonder.
guys something about this guy. This guy,
We got like 1,000 one hit wonders already.
this guy Jesus right here. This guy single-handedly, he created a group. I mean, they have a group that they shut down every single drag story, that kid stuff, that drag story hour for kids.
That's
They
what's
would
up.
find out wherever it was happening, whether it was a library, museum, they would go in there and shut it down. People come in, they would start yelling at people and shaming people, like get out of here, stop,
Nice.
stop doing this to the kids. And they would fight. People would want to fight them. And this guy right here, man, he's a beast. So check out his work. Check out his work. He's no joke.
It's one of the things we talk about a lot, man, about saving the kids, man, and that's very important. A couple of the friends of our show, they're in a fight for their life to protect kids and stuff like that, and out on the West Coast, and it's a real thing. And I'm glad we have people like you, Jesus, to go into into these things and shut them down.
Thank you.
And he's a comedian too. He does it in a funny way. Yeah, man. I'm happy you
Shout out
got
to
us
Sticker
on
Mule.
today. This has been a great last 2 weeks, man. We've been feeling great. We've been getting a lot of attention, and I like that people are loving the song. And that's the most important thing is the message is more important than everything.
Right.
Just getting that message out, getting a new blood in, and forgetting about these old politicians who just want to be in there just to have that seat and just stay fat, like just sit there doing nothing and being corrupt. We don't want that. We don't need that. We need change. We need real change, and we got to make sure that this communist does not win. In New York, we're in deep trouble. New York City is in deep trouble. Red alert! Red alert! We need everybody on board, and we got to do it the right way.
Facts.
Yeah, I did see the recent polls with what's his name, Zofran Mama Webo fucking leading everybody and stuff like that.
You're on
Um,
Momdami.
yeah, you know me, I'm never gonna call him by his right name. Fuck him.
Yeah.
We give no quarter to commies on this show. You guys, you know that, Cozy. It's I see he's leading, but I also see that Curtis Lee is fucking 3 points behind him. Okay. And everybody fucking trying to tell Curtis to step out. You guys can all go fuck yourselves because he is the fucking dark horse in that race right now.
Facts. 100% agree. And to piggyback off of what Kofi was saying, like, I think what's making our music pop out right now is that it actually has a message where most rap songs right now are either trap or drill, and it's all focused on the same three topics: desires, jewelry, drug exchange, which is it's played out already. Like, we've been hearing that type of genre for like 30 years already.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's low vibration, and that's what they want. They want us dumb. They want people to not pay attention to actual politics. They just want you to get triggered by certain words, and that's how they control people. They control you by racism, gender, LGBT, abortion. These are stupid little, like, I know they're important to people, but it's
Religion.
like these cultural, like, they know that these topics, I'm not saying that they're not important, but they're just using that to control people and cause emotional reactions. Whereas we want to get you to think. We want you to understand what's happening because there's a lot of layers to this. It's not just surface. There's big puppets in the back, big banks, big military complexes, pharmaceutical industries. You know the deal, guys. And
Yeah.
these are powerful people. The CCP is infiltrating our government. They've infiltrated New York State. Remember a few months ago, right? Maybe it was a year now. They said, "Oh, we found a spy working in Governor Hochul's office, and she's been there
Right.
since Cuomo." Oh, wow! we didn't see a spy coming. I don't believe that. I don't think she was a spy. I think they got, anyway, I don't want to drift off into tangents, but what I'm saying is the
Real though.
CCP is controlling some parts of this government. That's what I believe, and we have to be very careful.
Well, the Chinese have had laws in people for a very long time. I was actually having this discussion with my father earlier. They infiltrated all our research. There isn't one thing that the Chinese have created on their own. Everything is somebody else's IP. And they have a big lobby. You're absolutely correct. There is a big lobby. They got their fucking claws into a lot of our politicians, regardless whether they have an R or D in front of their name. And it's a problem. So it's good to see. I don't know you guys down in Arkansas, Governor Huckabee fucking taking farmland from them and whatnot, and other states are following suit. I think they just bought some Chinese freaking a billionaire bought some land up, I want to say in New England somewhere, next to a water fucking source for the people. Sorry, my phone was going off, so sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
What's up, Red? What's going on, man? What you got, brother?
Actually, I was just thinking when you were just talking about the polls, wasn't there a new one today that showed that Sliwa was catching up?
Yeah, he's like 3 points behind. It was like
He was
26.
only 1 point. I think he was only
he
1
now?
point behind today. He's in second place right now.
Oh, is he?
Let's
I
go.
saw the one I saw.
One-
No shit, the one I saw
swear
was
he
from
was
this
in
morning, bro.
1 point behind Mandami as of this
Nice.
morning. I don't know who did the poll though.
Nice.
I couldn't tell you where the source was, but
I
there you go.
what do you call it? I saw the one this morning. That's the one I was referencing. But if you're saying that should change, that's a good
He
thing,
was
man.
only 1 point. Yeah, he was 1 point behind in the one I saw today. So he was
That's-
ahead of Adams and he was ahead of Cuomo.
That's
There we go, come on.
that's fucking nice, man.
I hope everyone keeps saying the other two need to drop out. I'm like, no, just all of them stay until
No,
Keep
let
them
them all
in.
stay
Keep
there,
them
man.
in.
Keep
Yeah,
them
let them
in.
stay there.
Cuomo's going to win with like 39% of the vote. Who cares?
Yep.
keep
Who
all
cares?
these losers in. Keep them in.
Don't want
Yeah,
to see
man,
anybody
it's-
drop out.
Canada does it.
If we
That's
get
how
Mom
Canada
Donnie,
keeps coming,
it's
like-
over. So we gotta. This is one of those times where everybody got to get involved. We gotta be like hard on this one because
Yeah. Knock on doors.
having
Like,
Mom
hey,
Donnie win New York would
emergency.
be
There's an
the
emergency.
destruction of New York. So there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got to get him out, no matter which way, how. We got to do it,
Yeah.
or it's over.
Well, he can't be getting any Jewish, can he?
Some, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the guy's about Antifada. Destruction of all the
I don't know
Jews.
who
It claims it's something else, but it's not. It's holy war
It's
against
not.
the Jews. The guy's a
He
freaking
refuses to denounce
racist, anti-Semite, psychopath who will destroy New York. But the worst part about it, he's worse than the last 5 mayors, or
Oh yeah.
the last 5 worst mayors ever combined.
Right.
Right? This guy would be the complete destruction. But the worst is that he's weak. He'll be controlled so easy. It's just unbearable
see,
the levels of garbage that Mom Donnie would be.
Did you see them
actually-
interviewing people today?
Say again?
Did you see them interviewing the people coming out of his rally today?
Fucking
Oh, I
walls
didn't
on hell
know.
in the background.
Yeah. Frickin' Pramila was there. Pramila Jayapal. She was one of the ones that was there. They were reporters on the street. They were just asking, how did it go? Go, wonderful. What policies do you agree with? Not one person would talk about policy. Everyone
Right.
said, "Oh,
He's a
he's
faker.
so intelligent. He's well spoken."
Yeah.
He's basically the same thing as like Gavin Newsom. He's like, "Oh, he's so charismatic and he's so approachable." But what
Right.
policy? They kept saying, "What policies do you like? What do you agree with?" And they would run away.
The policy that wants to charge upper class and white people, that policy maybe they like. It's insane. Insane.
Yeah,
Government owned grocery stores, sure. Let's see
he's
how
a
long
total,
that works.
he's
out for
he's
you.
actually an actor. He's
Yes.
literally an actor.
Just like
His mom-
AOC.
Yeah, he's a literal actor. One, the guy's does the same thing like AOC and Kamala Harris, where they got to change their accents wherever they're at. He keeps
He's
this
eating with his
fake
hands.
robotic smile every time you interview and ask him tough questions. He's like scripted as all hell, and somebody like that will deal with that. I mean, even if you're a Democrat or a liberal, like, is that what you want? You want somebody who's gonna fake it until he makes it,
Yeah,
completely
he literally
fake
was-
it to your face and act like he's one of
Dude.
you and act like Muslims are okay with LGBT, like Antifada is just a normal thing, like it's not holy war against Jews and literal destruction and death of all Jews. I mean, come on, bro. This guy
It's
is
not
the
just
worst
Jews
of all
though, too.
kinds.
It's not just
Yeah, it's
Jews
more
too.
than
It's
Jews.
Christians.
It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
white
not just
people,
Jews.
it's Jewish people, yeah, Christians.
Yeah,
And then he's
you know,
basically going to make the
I
last
mean,
5 years of our
Yeah.
he would
protests
do it
go for
against
no reason.
Hindus.
It's like he's about to refund drag queen story hour.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
But
But
wants to
hey,
do
we
that
gotta
shit.
guys,
focus on his policies.
I actually got to go in a few seconds here.
Okay.
Listen, thank you so much for having me on this show. You guys are the best. Yo, JesusAOK, you're the man.
Oh, we're
I wish
okay.
I could be there with y'all at New York. We
Miss you, bro.
outside till 7.0. We out till 7.0.
Show them the
Yes,
chariot.
sir.
Appreciate you
And
coming
that's
on,
just what
brother.
it is, bro.
And
Thank you for
and
having
get
me on.
Thank
New
you.
Bloods. Let's get it.
yeah,
See you soon,
get with
man.
me so we can get Anthony Constantino on, bro. Let's set that up,
Absolutely.
man.
Yep.
One brother. All right. You guys keep dialoguing while I gotta fix the scenes.
All right.
I gotta fix this. Be bringing you right back up, Cozy. Like you're still there though, on the one
Okay.
on
Well, I see
on
myself.
Rumble and YouTube. I just gotta fix
You don't drop it. Be careful.
yeah, this right here.
Rumble's sensitive.
Yeah, Rumble's very sensitive.
How we feeling?
All right, man. Here we go, guys.
I
There
can't
we
believe
go.
we even had a time period where communism is even a thing still. It's crazy.
Well, communism has made its mark since the late 19th century and completely and totally infiltrated every single institution in America, churches, schools, or higher education, all throughout the 20th century, and we're seeing that play out right now.
Yep.
And it
The
is a
aftermath.
constant fight and a lot of sleeping that went on during that time and a lot of not listening when people like McCarthy were trying to call out the fucking communists in our government and in all kinds of institutions and whatnot, and nobody, they thought he was batshit crazy. He turned out to be correct.
I just want to say something out there that I've been saying to people, like in person, but I want to put this message out. When you criticize somebody like Mamdani, we have to stick to the policies, right? I think we should avoid talking about his religion, of what race. We don't care because that's how we go straight with the message. He's got many problems, and I think a lot of people on our side have been saying things that are making things worse for us, right? So in order to reach the other side, I think we got to be very careful in how we criticize. And personally, I don't care. I don't care what religion he is, what race he is. What matters to me is that you're a communist, that you want to get rid of private property, that you want to do things that are in conflict with the Constitution. So if you have these thoughts, you shouldn't be in this country. You should be exiled. You should go to China. You should go to North Korea. That's where you belong. You don't belong in the United States. So, we got to teach people how important it is. How important the Constitution is, and that's what
You
we're
know
going
what
to keep
though?
promoting here.
That's
That's true.
it starts at the youth though, and I mean I don't know if they're doing that in New York, but that's what they're doing down here in Florida. Is that it's mandatory now that they have to teach people about the horrors of communism. They signed
Good,
that bill last year,
beautiful.
and in high school and in college they have to teach that. And they
Yeah,
weren't teaching. They
that's
haven't been
awesome.
teaching for like decades.
Yeah, you're right, and that is awesome, and we need more of that. And even if your school's not doing it, if you're in a state that's not, you as a parent should be talking to your child and read it yourself as an adult. You might have forgotten. Read the history and then read it to your kids. We gotta, teach the youth about what's about to happen, or else we're
Yeah,
gonna lose.
We got to
I
keep
agree with you
dismantling the
100% there.
Department of Education.
Yeah, it's good that we're dismantling. I agree with you, Cozy. Where I disagree with you, his religion plays a big part of it too. I know, yeah, and this is where I disagree because anything into anything with Sharia law or any of that shit, people need to know about that. No matter what, we are still a Christian nation. Not saying we should disrespect people's religion and whatnot and everything, because we shouldn't. All right, freedom of religion. He's free to fucking practice whatever he wants. What
Of
he's not
course,
free to do is institute any of the bullshit that comes with
absolutely.
his fucking religion that was born on violence. So I personally, I have a problem with it only because it's connected with his ideology of communism, right? That's where I come from. Not him being a
I get it.
Muslim per se. It's the things that he fucking touts with being a Muslim along with his communist ideals. They go hand in hand, and I think that plays a big part of it. We should not fucking. I personally don't think we should ever stop talking about it. We probably shouldn't be dickheads about it and be rude because, like I said, Constitution says he can practice whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants to tree and say that tree is freaking what gives him life and sustenance and whatnot, that's his religion, the tree of fucking green, which we have that already with the Green New Deal and all that. Then he's free to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that his ideology and his religion and what he talks about with his religion go hand in hand. That's where I come
Yeah,
from
but
with that.
but the way you said it is great, right? But it's just the way people are moving that message, right? Some people are just being very disrespectful towards the whole religion, and I think we can lose. That's where we lose because then we dehumanize the other person. The other person sees us as being the bad person. So focus on policies, and point out the Sharia law hands down. Like you shouldn't want to impose that on others. You can impose it on yourselves if you're a Muslim and you respect that, and that's your faith. Go for it amongst your people. But don't. I wouldn't want that anyway. I don't know too much about all
I
that.
hear where you're coming
I
from,
also
bro.
think
I hear where you're coming,
I
man.
also think that that's where the stuff begins, is where Muslims are being matched up with Islam. Islamic activism is a religion where if you're not that religion, they're here to behead you, they're here to stab you, cut your head off, like. And every other religion basically is super submissive. Like they don't fight because of going to hell. They try not to commit sins. They don't really push their belief. Where Islam is like, if you don't believe in this, they kill you. So it pretty much goes against every religion: Christianity, Hinduism, Judea, all of that. It's a scary religion. It's one of the scariest religions out there.
Yeah, and his ideology and his beliefs, they to me they go hand in hand. So, but I understand what Cozy is saying. I understand his message of try to stick on the policy, uh, but I feel it's okay to slide a fucking jab in there,
I mean, I'm not
regardless.
listen. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I think we could go farther by just keying in on the policies. That way, we don't have that extra noise. The
Uh,
noise of the labels and people afraid to talk to us or afraid to have that conversation. We can remove some of their shields by being like, "Yo, look at this policy." That's all I'm saying. But hey, man, free to say what you want.
I got
It's
you,
all
man.
good.
What you got, Scott? I know you got
Okay,
something on this.
wasn't I was thinking because in Michigan, I don't know if things were handled differently in Michigan, but in Michigan, wasn't there like common ground that kind of brought Christians and Muslims together?
Yes,
Like when it came to like the LGBT bullshit
mhm,
in the schools.
yeah,
What are they?
there
I
was
don't know. I don't know if it was like Detroit. I mean Detroit or wherever, whatever that. What's the name of that city where they're fucking big?
Dearborn, I think it is.
Dearborn.
Dearborn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dearborn. Um, like I don't know if they're trying to instill Sharia law there, like they are in like Minnesota and things like that. It seemed
Minnesota
like
is bad.
that's like a point of like congruence. That we should be able to say yeah we don't we just it seemed maybe I misread it. It seemed like they were agreeing to the point of we just want to raise our kids the way we want to raise our kids and we don't want this bullshit in the schools. And that was
yeah,
something they could literally like shake hands on. Um, and the Democrats, and I think that's what helped turn Michigan back red, helped swing them in the last cycle. So,
Wow.
maybe if they can kind of tap into that in New York, because I mean, although I don't know how strong it is there, but there's got to be some there's got to be some population of like the Democrat side, the what do you call it, the classical liberals that just they don't want to go for that like extreme bullshit. Um,
Hope so.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I personally, I don't know who's even voting, and who wants to vote for Cuomo. Like, I
right.
can't even believe that they're like a close third and fourth right now.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, is people's memory like gone? Like, did they not have any
I
any
mean, look
long
at
term
them.
memory
You
at
want to take
all?
a look at them? Look at these people.
Attention span of a
Look
goldfish.
around.
Well,
Look around. Watch this.
fucking cozy.
See faces. You're not seeing any masks. Usually they see the mask still. People
Right.
retarded. Listen, man, New
Yeah.
Yorkers are sleeping. They're drinking plain They're over vaccinated. They believe all the propaganda. I mean, look at them. Look at them. Look at these people.
They're over vaccinated.
I'll interview somebody right in the street. Like, hey, how are you? Who are you voting
How many
for?
jabs do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
How
fucking
many
jabs did you
boosters?
get in the last month?
Crazy.
In the last
Right.
month.
Crazy.
Well, I do think again, I know you guys are in a fight up there in New York, but you guys, other than the fight that you guys are fighting now, you guys have been fighting for other people. Where I saw you guys a lot was, and I hope we can get her back going again. Is Tina 40? We were putting her shit out all the time, man. I was putting out her speeches. I know Scott was doing it too. We were trying desperately to push it. When the primaries came, we were like, hey, fam, hey, New York, you guys know what you got to do. When the election came, it was like, hey, New York, you guys know what you got to do. So have you guys heard from her? Is she thinking about making a run again next year, be
Yeah,
right?
you got to ask DVS. He knows her more than I
Yeah,
do.
she said it.
Okay,
Last time I spoke to her, she told me she was thinking about running next year. For sure.
right. Yeah, and just, resilience, right? Like, we got to keep that going.
Yes.
And we got to keep that going. And she's a very resilient person.
Yeah. Her and Uncle Scotty.
Yeah, I want to get him on. We'd love to get him on the show. One of the things that Scott and I are trying to do is like I said, we got someone coming on Monday who's running in uh, Texas 33, which is like the Dallas area. She's coming on. She's got a tough race, but she's gonna come on and talk with us on Monday and whatnot. So like, we would love to have her on, and I'm gonna reach out to DVS not only for her, but definitely Anthony Constantino and bring him on, because I know before we came on, he was like, hey man, is there any way? And I was like, I need his email and stuff like that. I could set him up with a link, but I need his information, and
Yeah,
whatnot, so that we can bring him in. But we
He's a
definitely
great
would
guy.
let him on.
Good.
I mean, I'm reaching out to
So
everybody. Anybody
yeah,
that I can find online. I mean, I reached out to after I heard back from Peyton over there in Texas. I heard back from Schultz. What's his name? I heard from Sheldon Daniels. He's Sheldon Daniels. Is he the one in Kentucky or is he the one in Texas?
for some reason I want to say Kentucky. Because you reached
He's the
out to the
one.
dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sheldon's the one that's going to hopefully going to replace Mitch McConnell,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
he's not like Mitch McConnell in any way.
As of
He's very
right
MAGA.
now, from what we know, Mitch foreskin neck fucking McConnell is not running. So like, we gotta hope, all right, that he keeps that and whatnot. So,
Yep.
um, but listen, I know you guys got a party and whatnot and everything, and we don't want to keep you away from your people and stuff like that. Tell Ross Angel we love her. We got to bring her back. I know she was in the background,
You
but
saw her real quick.
yeah. She came in with the sign and whatnot. That was pretty dope of her. Uh, she's funny. She's always on some funny shit.
Yeah.
So, say your love and whatnot. We want to make sure you guys can get back to your party and whatnot. Make sure you give your homeboy a fucking big happy birthday from Big Red One Guy and Reddaywalker and whatnot, and tell him to just keep them signs coming and keep that fight going.
Sounds good.
Y'all, thank you for having me. Thank everybody
Yeah.
for watching this. You can follow me on Instagram, king.jesus.aok news. Pretty much the same on all platforms.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We got to definitely bring you back on, man, when you guys aren't party hardying and shit out there with your red cup. And what are you guys drinking tonight?
Right now, Johnny Walker Black. Gentleman Scott.
Right on. Right
I
on.
actually
Go
said
ahead.
it happy
Oh,
birthday right
Come near this. They're saying happy birthday. They said it already. Anyway.
Uh,
Yeah, man, I just kind of want to say something. Um, when we shot this video, uh, it wasn't really planned too much. But basically, the day before, DVS says, "Yo, we got to shoot this music video." So I literally sent out a group text into like all the people that I trust the most, and be like, "Come out, come support us. We're gonna shoot a music video. Just come through." We didn't even have to say anything. They came making signs. They came with
right on.
American hats. They came with flags. Like
Saw
everything
that.
was so perfect, man. We
Saw
built
that.
a great community, and we went to the center of basically where all the migrants are, right? 103rd Street
Mhm.
and Corona, Roosevelt
Nice.
Avenue. We shot it right there. We just went in
Nice.
there. We felt so powerful. We were just there and we're like blasting our music. People are passing by and just looking at us. And at first, I'm sure many of them didn't like us. We got a few middle fingers,
Yeah.
but then after a while, we started drawing a crowd. We started getting people sitting there and listening to the music video being recorded. We did like a few takes of them, but they were like listening, they were clapping. Then we decided to get on the train. We get onto the train, and that was pretty bold of us. Like we just said, DVS was like, "Yo, let's just jump on the train." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, let's just do it." So we jump in with the camera guy,
Yes, he is.
and it was like a party, man. People were loving it. They were like, "Oh shit!" They were
Sabroso,
clapping, taking, videos of us. We had a party, man. I couldn't believe it.
it looked like it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Well,
And
well, you guys turn it out, man, all the time, bro. The music I've seen from you, Cozy, and now seeing Jesus and Devious, it was phenomenal, man. Like I said, I played the thing 100 times today, just to make sure that it was gonna work. When I played it, and it was just I enjoyed each and every time that I ran it
I
up and stuff
appreciate
like
that.
that.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having us.
no doubt, man. Definitely, guys. We want you to come back, come hang out with us, man. Again, seriously, when you're
Yeah,
not
let's do it again.
partying.
And sorry we had to leave so early, but yeah, we have the
Nah,
whole
it's all
party
right.
going on. But
It's all good, man.
we'll be back for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, keep me
Appreciate you
posted. I'll
guys, man.
Definitely.
Love you guys, man. Keep it up.
Definitely, brothers. All right, man. Be
Bless you.
safe tonight, man. God bless.
Peace out. God bless you.
Well, fam, that we had
Can
all
I
of
make
them
a
on.
correction on something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I misspoke just a few minutes ago. I feel bad. Sheldon Daniels,
Okay.
he's the one running up against Jasmine Crockett in
Oh,
Texas.
nice.
You know how
Nice.
much of a fight that's going to be.
Yeah. Because that's down in Houston, right? She's in the Houston area?
Yes, she's the Houston rep.
Yeah. It has
The other
got a
guy that
hold.
I was trying to think of, I've been reaching out to so many different people, I forgot. The one that I was thinking of up in Kentucky, that guy's Daniel Cameron.
Okay.
That's the guy. But
Daniel Cameron.
he has an easy. What's that?
Didn't he run for governor there or something like Daniel
He
Cameron?
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good memory. Yep, he
Yeah.
did. But I mean, he should have an easier time because McConnell's not running again, so he's just got to
Correct.
hold. He's just got to hold the seat red.
Yeah.
And I don't see anybody else running for that one that has the name recognition that he has.
Right.
So let's hope that he's the guy that just gets the rub.
Yeah.
from the RNC
I
because
recognized the name when you said it because I was like, didn't he run for governor and just
Mhm.
like he didn't get any support from the Republican fucking party or anything like that?
Probably not. Well, let's just say this. I don't know if there was a scandal because this was Kentucky, right?
Yes.
There was there were voting shenanigans in Kentucky.
Yeah.
This was 2018, I believe. It was during Trump's first term. I
Okay.
remember multiple times, Jay probably knows about this. Multiple times I was looking at the freaking election for Kentucky and I was like, how the hell did Kentucky elect a Democrat governor? Like people in Kentucky were saying the same thing. They're like, I don't know anybody that didn't just like vote Republican like right on down the ticket.
Right.
Like Republicans took like every other position in the state. They like swept the legislature. They took every other position that was under election was like red. Somehow the
Right.
Democrat governor won. Give me a break. Give me a
It's just
fucking.
fucking. I don't even know how to explain that, bro.
No, I
It's that fucking dumb split voting that we've always talked about, right? Like we
yeah.
never can understand, like how do you do that shit? Like how does that even fucking happen, right? Like you just said, right down the line, everything is red. They swept absolutely everything, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, he couldn't become the governor. It's what's that?
I don't get it.
It says Bevin
I
faced.
mean, Kentucky is not considered a swing state.
No, not by
Not
measure.
at all. I don't know how they freaking screwed the pooch on that.
It makes no sense, bro. It makes zero sense whatsoever. It's it's mind-boggling to me, man. It's mind-boggling to me. Conservatives saying that Bevin faced backlash for his handling of a teacher pensions, healthcare, and allegations of abuse from his adopted son. So they claimed he fucked with pockets, and then you add in child abuse, you will always lose. That was Bevan, but we were talking about Cameron, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Cameron. I don't think that was the race. Maybe that might have been the one. That might have been the one back in 18,
Mm-hmm.
but I think in 22,
Was Cameron.
I don't think Cameron. Maybe that. Yeah, 22 was Cameron.
Right.
And I think he didn't. I don't know how he did, but apparently he wasn't
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah,
I don't remember the returns on that one.
I had heard him talk and whatnot and everything like that, and I
But
thought he was solid and stuff like that. At least,
yeah, he
just
seems
speaking
like
to
he's got
people and
a.
whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Well, once that's the thing. Once they get in, it's like who knows what they did to
Correct.
staying in is easier than getting in.
Correct. Yeah. That's the massive hurdle, is to actually get in through the door. Once you're in the door, they usually fucking slam it shut, and they stay forever.
Yeah, and that's a shame too. I mean, that shouldn't be that way on
Yeah.
the Democrat or the Republican side.
Correct.
I don't want
No
anybody to
arguments
be in
here,
there for
man.
more than like 8 to 10 years. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Move on. I mean, you can stay in politics, just do something else.
Right. Yeah. We definitely need some term limits, but you think we'll in our lifetime we'll ever see these motherfuckers put term limits in a bill somewhere, either side? Motherfuckers are just
You have
greedy,
to.
man.
That has to be like the first question. If it's the most important thing, it's to be the first question you ask.
Right.
Because somebody like Sheldon Daniels. Like I was watching. That's why I had him on the brain. I was watching an interview with him earlier today. He was saying, listen to them in the interviews when they're talking there with people on podcasts or wherever.
Yeah.
If they're openly saying, "Yeah, I support term limits," that's what you want.
Right.
And you just let them know term limits good because I don't vote for people who don't want term limits.
Right. Yeah.
My support, you want my donation? Got to be about term limits. We want you to be in there, but we don't want you in there forever.
Gotta hold these motherfuckers accountable, man.
Mm-hmm.
But again, man, you and I we've talked about this shit so many times on the show about like, local for one, right? And then just continue to keep these motherfuckers feet to their fire. If you elect somebody who, especially, it's easier on a 2-year person, right? Like it's easier. It's harder once they become an incumbent and they've been there forever. We've talked about that, and you hit on that when we were having like one of our first discussions. But like, if you elect some jackass in there and they're a jackwagon the whole 2 years, okay, there's a primary for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And one until we start doing that as a nation, and we just start holding these motherfuckers accountable, we're gonna keep with the same bullshit with these assholes.
That type of shit is like that's where the RNC has to step in. Because the RNC doesn't see, like I've said to you just last week, I talked to someone from the RNC just last week.
Okay.
And I said, who was the RNC pushing? She's like, oh, we
Couldn't
don't
give you an
really
answer?
pick candidates. Yeah, she said, we don't really get involved with candidates until the primary's over. I'm like, well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
What if your incumbent sucks? What if your incumbent is polling horribly, but they'll have all the donors trying to support them. You don't want that for your party.
I think that's a bull-faced lie to you, honestly. I think they're full of shit. I think they have exactly who it is that they're gonna. Yeah, I think they know exactly who it is that they're gonna freaking pick. Okay, the usual suspects and whatnot, and this whole bullshit that we wait till after the primary, I think is a crock of shit. Conserve says that it seemed like McConnell sandbagged them, and they did not send the money like they did in the other races. Are we talking about Cameron?
Oh,
because that wouldn't surprise me. Cameron, yeah, he says Cameron.
Could he do that for his own primary competitor? That's a huge conflict.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know Mitch got involved with other I know he got involved with other races, like he was controlling the RNC's, like Boebert. He sandbagged Boebert. Yep. He wouldn't support the one up against Murkowski up in Maine.
And Boebert isn't even a fucking senator, and he got involved.
Sorry, Alaska.
Yeah, and Boebert isn't even a senator, and he got involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that's some bullshit, man.
Yeah. Why is he allowed to just dictate shit? He shouldn't even have anything. Shouldn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, like what conservatives saying they did it to Robbie Starbuck. Yeah, they did it to him Starbuck
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when he was running. That was Tennessee. Yeah, he
Oh,
said Tennessee.
what about
Um,
what about that guy down in was it North Carolina? The guy in the wheelchair. Remember when they got him out?
Matthew Cawthorn. Is that
Yeah,
how you
Cawthorn, was
pronounce it?
that it?
Yeah, yeah.
Cawthorn. I know he
Uh-huh.
had like some. They were trying to get him out. And they pulled that stupid stunt with the video
Yeah,
to try to make people not want him.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
they
pushed
managed to get
out.
him primaried out, man. They managed
Yep,
to get him fucking
that's the
primaried out,
thing.
man. Bro.
Because the machine threw money at the other candidate, and
Yeah,
they took him out.
yeah. And what Jay just said in the chat, that fucking he was all over the airwaves talking about the orgies and blackmail rings and shit like that and everything that goes on
Yep.
our side as well. And he's right. Conservatives absolutely right. They went hard and fast on him too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Anytime you can see when they got their mindset, when they have their mindset on when they're getting rid of somebody, they all coalesce,
Right?
and it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard for them to take somebody out when they don't want him there,
Oh
or
God, they're really quick when they
he's not playing ball.
Yeah. They're really quick to get rid of somebody, right? But like when an
Mhm.
actual fucking dirtbag needs to go, it's they start
Who's
juggling and
dragging
they're
the
on yeah,
who's dragging the party down? Nope.
yeah. It becomes a fucking circus. Like I said, juggling in unicycle, like dit, 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 that's what they're doing and shit, right? And look at my hands, look what I got in my hands. Don't look at me about to fall on my face and
Hmm.
stuff like
Yep.
that. It's it's fucking unreal, man. Um, but like we're always talking about, we have to find a way to break that machine. And again, I still feel because of the mechanisms in our constitution and the way our elections work, man, us, the American people, can fucking do it. But we have the will to do it and the strength. And we got to stop voting for people based on popularity. And it's got to always be on fucking policy, man. I ain't worried about somebody's popularity.
I don't know what it is, if it's like if it's the changing of the generations, but I mean, like, I don't understand like why it's so hard to show, like, when people are just like disingenuous, or uh or they, I mean, just look at their voting records half the time, and you say, like, listen, they're not even voting with the party.
Yeah.
They're not supporting. They're voting against conservative causes. They're voting against the president. If it's 50-50, then are you in the right party?
Right.
Like the people that keep voting, that keep not all those what do you call it? All those like bills that Trump got signed in the last couple of weeks. It's the same people every
Uh-huh.
fucking time. It's Collins Murkowski.
Right.
What's his name? Uh, Actually, the guy from South Carolina changes the last
Lindsey
one,
Graham.
the big, yeah, the rescissions bill or whatever. I think
Yeah, yeah.
Lindsey Graham, I think he changed his mind at the last minute. And he voted against it in the procedure vote, and then he voted for it for the actual.
Right.
I'm like, dude, what's your fucking problem?
Because he's in a fucking election. Nina actually sent us a video. I'm gonna play it right now of the fucking stick my hands in everybody's fucking back pocket. What do you call it, Graham? Hang on.
Thank you, Nina.
Graham. Many view him as an established Republican who has been there way too long. I think in the Senate since 2003. So, what are the main differences between you guys?
Well, he actually went in Congress and got elected in '94, so he's been there since Moby Dick was a minna. And I'm a term limit guy. Myself, when I ran for the House of Representatives, the State House at 26, I said 3 terms and I'm out. Well, I served 1 term and ended up getting elected to the Senate. I did 1 full term there, and then I ran for Lieutenant Governor, did 2 terms there. I could have run again and probably gotten elected, but I just didn't think that was how you should. I'm a business guy at heart. I've been out now for 15 years. I didn't go try to make a living off the politics and get a lobbying job. I went right back to business, but that's kind of why I've gotten in this now. I'm frustrated. He ran year after year to represent all over the globe and issues of wars and stirring the pot everywhere but South Carolina. We never see him in South Carolina. He's probably been to Ukraine more than he's probably been to Union, South Carolina in the last 30 years. And we want to see our effort of our senator in our home state and in our home country. We want to see a border that's actually protected. We want to see dollars allocated to the problems in our state and not all around the globe. USAID, for example, he was on the IRR board. They gave over $100 million away. That concerns us as taxpayers, as citizens. We're frustrated because we don't think he has our interests at heart anymore.
President Trump has endorsed Lindsey Graham, and that surprised a lot.
I'm just gonna pause it. I'll go back to it. Like that is like so refreshing to hear, right? I'm gonna have to reach out to him, man, and
I
and
did
play
already.
I'm
I
gonna have
reached
to
out.
fucking reach out to him too and play the hey man, if you win, I'll be one of your constituents in your state. Fucking.
Dude, I actually left a voicemail this morning.
You did? You left him? You
I
left?
swear I did. I invited
Yeah.
him. Because remember I told you he responded back to me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so I sent him a file. I left him an actual voicemail today so
Okay.
he could hear me. And I told him. I also sent him a link to the podcast,
Right.
and I said, "Hey, this is what we do every week. This is the type of stuff we talk about." And I tried every milk any way to try to milk the guilt or the interest in him. I was like, my boy I do the podcast with, he's from South Carolina.
Yeah.
He'll be on the ground fighting for you too. And we'll download a copy of the podcast for you so you can use it for your campaign ads and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just every little thing I could just try to tempt him with. I said we'd love to have you on now before it gets too busy and
Right.
you'll really be running around.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, you can reach out to him too. Maybe who knows?
No,
If
I'll
you ask him
try,
enough
man.
times, maybe he'll say yeah.
I'll give it a shot. Let's. I guess hopefully it's. She's asking him another question.
A lot of the MAGA base. Do you think you would be able to steal that endorsement?
That's a great question. The first, a couple points. Number one, I endorsed the president in 2016 as one of the first people in America to endorse him. And that was February. And then he nominated to be an ambassador to Belize. And then in his re-election, I was on stage with Graham, and he said Andre Bauer could run for anything and win. And then we both spoke in Pickens. I had a very warm reception. And Lindsey Graham actually was born in Pickens, and they booed him for 6 minutes off the stage. And so, look, I understand this is swamp, and the president's got to work with what he's been given. But let's send him some people that are real conservative, that are real MAGA, that don't flip-flop, that don't switch, that actually stand behind a record of conservatism. I fought my own party for 8 years. We had a bunch of folks, same way, R by name, but wanted to raise taxes. So for 8 years, I ruled every single tax increase they continued to propose. I was ruling them out of order as the lieutenant governor, presiding officer, because I don't believe in it. Government can't spend the money it has now efficiently, so I sure don't want to reward government with more money.
Why do you think voters have continued to keep Lindsey Graham in office?
That's a good question. We're gonna get to that, but like I gotta what do you call it? I gotta reach out to this brother, man. We gotta hit him from every direction, man, and see if we
he's
could.
all the right chords. There's no reason why we
Yeah.
shouldn't have. He shouldn't have at least a chance. I mean, we're talking about the primary here. I
Yeah.
mean, there's got to
Yeah.
be enough. There's enough. We know this isn't like a different situation where there's like I was trying to see what people thought about what is it, the other guy?
It was. Oh my God.
Was
Cotton? Was it Cotton?
Cotton, yeah, Cotton.
Yeah.
That was really it was like a 3-eye between whether people thought he was MAGA, just a conservative, or whether they want to just just get rid of him. He's like horrible.
Yeah, I think
who likes
yeah,
Lindsey
you had
Graham?
you had like conservative, mid, and then you were like just get rid of his ass type shit and stuff like that. But she just asked a fantastic question. Why do you think people essentially continue to vote for him? So I'm curious to hear what his answer is.
Go for it.
This when many MAGA voters feel the same way.
Lindsey Graham's never had a real limit. No disrespect to the people that ran against him, but the most that one candidate ever spent against Lindsey Graham was $750,000. That year he spent over $12 million. So imagine $12 million versus $750, and that person had no name ID. This is the first time he's had somebody with real name ID that's actually held a big office in South Carolina that's going to have funding. And so I'd urge people watching this show to go to andrebauer.com. We have a real opportunity to knock off one of the vipers in it. Look, this is an unbelievable year. It's going to be an unbelievable year for the president, the people of this country, because Tom Tillis is going to be gone. McConnell's going to be gone. Cornyn's going to be gone. So the biggest creature of them all in the swamp is Lindsey Graham. Let us not forget he's the one that said Joe Biden's one of the finest men he ever met. He voted 70% of the time in 22 with Biden. 70% he voted with the Democrats. This is a guy that confirmed Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, Sotomayor. He's not looking out for our interests. He's a puppet for the Democrats.
What are maybe 3?
Bro, he hit on fucking shit that we've talked about, right?
Yeah.
With this scumbag. It's
I
amazing.
thought Cornyn was still running though.
I thought so too, right?
I thought he was.
What's
He's
his
probably
name from? Wasn't
they're
the
trying to
AG
primary
from?
him.
Yeah, that wasn't the AG trying to primary him out from
Isn't
Texas.
Paxson was running against him.
Right, that's what I
Unless
thought.
Unless he changed his mind and said, "Fuck it, kill me. I'm going to get out now."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could have sworn Cornyn was still in the mix of things right now.
Is
Yeah.
that John or Jay? Do you guys know offhand?
Yeah, Jonathan or Jay, can you let us know, man, if Cornyn is still in the fight there? We know that they derailed fucking Paxson. So yeah, let us know, man. And
And
we're gonna finish.
they tried to sandbag him too, because Paxson too, because his freaking
Yeah.
wife is divorcing him.
Yeah.
That was planned.
Yeah. You know that. I was about to say, they were just waiting for that shit to happen, and they would probably,
Someone
they were probably in the
into it. They're like,
background.
"Hey,
Yeah, you could do it. You can do it. Yeah, divorce his ass, and we'll do this and
divorce
shit.
his ass now. We'll give you money if you divorce him during the season."
Yes, yes, 100%, bro. Right on fucking point, Scott.
Yeah. If you think that they're not that
100%.
crazy, you are not paying attention. They would do anything.
Yeah, to keep
That's
the
the
fucking
easiest
seats,
thing for
man.
them to do.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they'll grease her pockets fucking very well. Let's see what she's
That's
asking.
easy.
Yeah, it's real easy to do that.
3 main policy agenda items of your campaign that you would want to highlight to our audience?
So right off the bat, I believe in a 100% border security. Look, if we've got people that want to come to our country and assimilate, learn the language, be a part of the system, pay taxes, we ought to make it easier. It's a little hard for people to come in that are trying to do it the right way. And I'm all about people. My great-grandparents, my grandfather was a war hero, first American generation. And so we want that. And so that's a big one. He had Gramnesty. They named amnesty after him because he was such an advocate for amnesty. I'm opposed to that. Secondly, I'm opposed to continuing to send any dollars overseas. Look, it's nice to be a good neighbor, but if you can't take care of your home base, if you can't pay your own bills, you're going to be a detriment to everything else. We've got to look at this debt. We took over. The debt was less than $5 trillion. We're now at $37 trillion. That's not a good steward. He ran with a contract with America to reduce the debt. It's gone up $1 trillion a year since he's been in office. That's not conservatism. That's not MAGA. And so that's the two biggest things. And the last thing is South Carolina deserves to have a senator that's looking out for South Carolina. We don't see Lindsey Graham anymore. We want a fighter. We want a champion. We want a voice in Washington. We don't want a voice in Ukraine. That's not where we want our senator. That's not his job. His job is to represent South Carolina, not all these countries. Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Libya. He's been in all these conflicts, always wanting to send boots on the ground and regime change. I'm opposed to that. I don't want to see any more American blood put on soil defending somebody else. Look, we'll help our friends and allies. Drones, the most modern technology, but we want to save lives. We don't want to continue this fight all around the world. And as a conservative, I want to look at some of the things we're doing. Ukraine, I think we need to have somebody go in and do a forensic audit of where the money went. But further, did you know that we have 840 military bases around the world, not on U.S. soil? I tell you this, South Carolina lost 2 of the most important bases. We had Myrtle Beach Air Force Base, we had Charleston Naval Yard, been there for years. Both of them closed during the BRAC. So we closed two right on the border, right on the edge of our country, right on the coast to protect our coast. We shut those down in order to save money, but we left over 800 around the world. Surely there were 2 around the world we could have shut down before we shut down 2 in South Carolina. We've got over 46,000 troops in Germany. Do we really need that many folks in Germany, one of our greatest allies? I think not. I think you bring those troops home. I think you make sure to protect our border and you save money and reduce the debt, reduce the spending. Department of Education has no business in Washington.
Yeah, he's fucking right on point with he's hitting the freaking what do you call it? Yeah, he's hitting
he's anti-establishment.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Jonathan says first, what do you call it? Jay says senior U.S. senator from Texas is currently running for re-election to represent Texas. And Jonathan said U.S. John Cornyn outraised Attorney General Ken Paxton by $1 million in the latest fundraising quarter. through his
I don't care
campaign and
about
joint
that.
fundraising. Yeah.
I don't
But
care about
again,
Ken
that money
Paxton's
is
not. He's not a slouch.
yeah. Yeah. No, I fully expect Paxton to fucking fight back, right? Like he's not gonna. The dude he's not a pussy, okay? He's not just gonna sit back and fucking let them roll over him and shit like that. That's not the way I see him. I don't know about you.
No.
I can't see him just sitting there, man. I'm
No.
pretty sure he's gonna come up with a game plan with this shit because he's been a little quiet since all of that came out, right? He's got to reassess some stuff.
Well, that's the thought and that was the whole thing. How do we steal his momentum? He was killing him in the polls there for a
He
long
was,
time, and
yeah,
he's the only people that's going to affect are like maybe the evangelicals.
right,
They don't like the fact that he's getting divorced. Period.
right.
So,
What do you even know why he's getting divorced? I mean, they've leaked everything else.
well, she's divorcing
I
him.
try
That's
not to pay
really all I
attention to
know.
shit. Yeah, that's all I knew too, man.
I didn't. I
That's
mean,
all
I
I
don't
knew
really. I
too.
don't really care. As
Yeah,
soon as I saw it, though, I was just like, "Oh, how about convenient? That was good timing."
fucking tabloid shit. Here we go, some more
Jesus.
tabloid shit. What was that fucking tabloid from the 80s, man? My memory is for shit like
Inquirer?
recently. There you go, the Inquirer.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
That's
I
shit
remember
right
that
there, the
shit.
Inquirer, man. Remember some of the stories that would come out of that fucking rag?
Yeah,
It
it was
would
in it was in Men in Black. They were like when Tommy Lee Jones was like, "No, that's the most accurate newspaper that's out there."
so true. Hey, what's up, Blondie? What's going on? That's so true. This is the most accurate news out there.
Yeah, well, they were
And
like,
when you think about it, right?
person
Like there was
grows
a
a
lot of
third
shit in
head.
there. Yeah. There was a lot of shit there that was like conspiracy theory type shit that's probably all came true.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It probably has all come true. Because you know how it is nowadays with freaking conspiracy theories. One comes out and then 6 months later it's fucking true. It's proven true. Uh,
It's very
what
true.
was this?
How many things? How many things are they freaking fucking doomers are just so fucking annoying?
Man,
Like I can't.
I feel
I
you.
lost track. It's not just the conspiracy theorists are winning. It's like the fucking doomers
It's
lose like all the fucking time.
yeah,
It's like,
they
dude,
just
just
won't
give it
stop.
up.
Just won't
I'm not
stop, man.
saying I don't say I mean like suck Donald Trump's toes or something like that, but
Yeah,
shit. Just what? And don't the sky is not always falling until it
right.
falls.
Correct.
Once it falls, then okay, fine, it's falling. We don't have to be like 10 years ahead of every freaking, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh man. I know,
You know,
man.
I,
It's
I was
it's
talking people down from the ledge like all day today. I was like so frustrated today. It's just like one after another in my fucking DMs. I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down.
yeah. You
Like,
know,
was to say
hey,
that stupid thing with the Who. I was like, dude, they just fucking did you see what they just did today? And all the people were doing was sharing, oh, the Who signed this, our
who
sovereignty
cares?
is gone. And I'm like, dude, did you see what they just did? The whole fucking federal government just said today, fuck the Who.
Yeah,
They
I
just
know.
said that. They said they can sign anything they want. We don't agree.
Yeah.
They said that
Yeah,
as a
I was
unit.
telling one of my I was telling one of my coworker, like, because she's a little socialist, and she's a nice girl, but she's just that young socialist mentality that's put into them at an early age. Um, and like she mentioned that she's like, what do you think is gonna happen? Because like we know we're out of the WHO, and the WHO did this, and I was like, well, we don't follow the WHO or NATO or anybody, rather, or the UN or anything. We don't fall under their purview. We might be part of it. I was like, we're not even part of the WHO anymore. She's like, well, that's what I'm saying. I was like,
Yeah.
well, whatever they sign means nothing to us. I was like, we don't follow
Yeah.
anything that
We already saw. I mean, forget day one. He signed the executive order. We're not going to be following them anymore. That's
yeah,
it. We'll
yeah,
listen. We'll listen to them and be like, okay, yeah, we'll take that under advisement.
yeah,
But that's it.
absolutely. So what's up, General Mills? What's going on, brother? Yeah,
General Lee Mills.
yeah, I. So that was just my answer. I was like, well, we don't fall under the jurisdiction of the WHO anyway. Even I was like,
Yeah,
even when we were part of it, we still don't fall under that. We still didn't fall under the
yeah.
jurisdiction. I was like,
And I don't care what Biden may have signed. I mean, if
yeah,
Biden signed some shit, whatever. Trump already undid it.
yeah,
He's already said we're not going to be part of it. That's it.
Yeah, and mainly because of their ties to China, right? Like all of this shit fucking goes back to China,
Yeah.
and it's just covering up the whole shit with COVID and everything like that. Like, we can't abide by that shit. With the Chinese, man, it's like I said, I was talking to my dad about that today. We were talking, and I was like, that shit just goes back for so long. They have been masterminds at infiltrating not just our government but governments around the world. I was like, can you name one IP that's Chinese, like original Chinese? Like they didn't
What do you
steal like
mean?
the fucking IP from another
Oh,
country.
yeah, it's true.
I was like,
I mean,
and
the
they're
war on
masters at
China
it.
has started.
Yeah.
Taking back, Trump has multiple orders about preventing them about getting access to technology.
Yep.
He fucking put an end to the bullshit with he's fucking slapping them with tariffs and everything so much that they're trying to send shit to India before they send it here.
Yeah.
He's there. Each state one at a time is saying, "Guess what? We're taking back all the farmland you bought. Thank
Yeah.
you. We appreciate the
That
farmland."
that's that's big, man. That's like,
Yeah,
and
it's
who
just
was the Huck started that, right? Or did that happen somewhere else first before Huckabee?
Huckabee.
Yeah.
No, I think Arkansas. Was it Arkansas?
Yeah.
Is it Huckabee? Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah.
She. I think they might have been. I think they. Well, they were. Was it Saint? Was it Arkansas or Missouri?
I feel
I
like
mean,
I remember the thing with Arkansas was big because it was a press conference type with Governor Huckabee
well,
signing
they
the huh?
they signed the bill, but there
Yeah.
was a but who did the lawsuit against China?
I think you're right. It might Jonathan,
I
can
think it was
you
Missouri.
I think it's
It's on
Missouri.
my list. I could look it up. I
Yeah.
think Missouri was the one that actually they went to and they lost their basically whoever was representing China or whatever the
Mhm.
entity they lost their appeal and
Mhm.
the court ruled that I think the Supreme Court of that state, Missouri, I think they ruled that nope, that the Missouri has the right to take back the land.
Yep.
Um, they declared them a foreign enemy, and
Nice.
it's
It
pretty epic.
you know,
And that might be one of the
it's
best thing that's happened this year.
right? Like, but this is what we want to see, right? We want to see, we've talked about this. I didn't even know. Remember when we had Eric Gonzalez on from Cali and he was telling us about the tarmacs they were building out there in California? It was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's like, they got
Mhm.
fucking tarmacs flying people in and whatnot and everything. And I was like, I didn't even know that. I knew about the farms and I knew about, the constant, corporate espionage and obviously military and freaking everything else because they got, like I said, nothing is theirs. Everything they build is somebody else's and they just kind of put their little spin on it. So,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's fucking good
that's
that
true.
these states are pushing back. But the Fed
I mean, the
didn't
red
didn't
ones
Trump
are
just do something recently too? I feel like the federal government, there was something with the federal government in regards to China and land.
the farmland.
Yeah,
I mean, they've certainly been talking about it. I know they've been talking about it in Congress, but I
just
don't
get it
know
done.
if they actually did something.
Yeah, just get it
Um,
done.
it's possible that Congress passed an act about it. I don't
Okay.
remember
But it hasn't
the
made it
name.
past the House.
It might not have passed the House, might not have passed the Senate.
Can we just get shit like that done? Right? Like the American people will not fight you on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't
Well,
want the
some
Chinese
people
fucking.
will.
Well, the American left will, but like the rest of the okay, let's put it this way: the red that surrounds the blue pockets will not fight you on it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these farms are in those places. They're not gonna fight you on it.
Yep.
Take the fucking land away from the Chinese. We should never have a foreign adversary own. Bro, do you remember in the 1980s the bitch they made with fucking an actual ally? I mean, they're not a trade ally, but they fucked us. They've been fucking us over for years too. Remember when the Japanese were trying to buy buildings in New York and stuff like that?
I remember that,
Congress
and that
stepped
was,
Congress
and
stepped
who
in
was
and go
well,
ahead.
who was the person that made the big stink about that and said publicly that we need to start back the land or taking back the land in New York, not letting them take over. Do
Yeah,
you remember who that was?
wasn't it Schumer who was fucking like the head of that? Wasn't Schumer?
No, it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
There was
I
one
feel like
man.
Schumer's been there. Schumer's been there since the 90s. I don't know
You're gonna
why I think it
die,
was
dude.
different.
Who it was?
Who was it? Who was it? I can't remember.
It was Donald J. Trump.
Ah, yeah, that makes
I
sense, right?
swear to God, I remember those
That
interviews.
doesn't surprise
He
me.
was the one, and people back then were saying, "Oh no, really?" I'm like, "He's the dude," and he was like, "You get control of the situation. They're gonna own New York City." You know, he was
Right,
as Trump can be.
right. I don't,
He was
for
saying
some, I
all of
can't
it.
remember him fucking. I'm pretty sure he was probably all over the TV doing that. I can't remember that from that
I
time.
guarantee you, there's probably videos of him doing that in the '80s, because in the
Yeah,
'80s was when he was. I think he was on one of his good streaks, you know, and he was buying up. He said he was trying to buy a property in New York City just so that he couldn't buy it.
right. He was
He
just
was
fucking.
literally leading a one. He was a one man army, just trying to because nobody else was paying attention to it.
Right. But I just do. I just remember that like everybody got involved in that shit. Okay, but like nobody has gotten involved with this thing. Nobody. It's just like only a few people are constantly talking about this shit with China and farmland.
Mhm.
And the other dipshit I'd like to see fucking his farmland taken away because of the shit he's doing is Bill Gates. I know it's harder because he's an American citizen and everything like that, but like I would fucking he's
Yeah,
buying up farmland too everywhere in the United States and everything so that he
he
can,
is.
raise his beetles and his maggots and feed it to people and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's an absolute
he's above.
travesty, man.
He's his issue. He's above the farmland problem. You know,
Yeah, there's a
he's
big issue, right?
he's
There's bigger issues with
he's
him too.
he's trying to put like fucking genetically modified mosquitoes out
Yes.
there and it's bullshit like
Yes.
that. It's like, dude, you fucking he's a Montgomery Burns in real life.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
let's
think the
try
dude
this.
thinks it's fucking Jurassic Park, man.
Mhm. I know. Here's a great
Is
idea.
Yeah, let's fucking modify some fucking bugs and what does he want to do with the mosquitoes? Does he want to find a way to fucking vaccinate people using mosquitoes or some shit like that?
Well, that was a theory.
Some crazy shit
I
like
think he
that.
said that though. I think he actually said that that was technically possible.
But that's
Uh,
like, would you
he
we
wanted to do it just to make what is it? He wanted to do it to so they would go and they would mate with the existing mosquitoes
right?
and make them sterile. I'm like, I mean,
Yeah, because
I'm not a biology expert, but you know what, dude, you're fucking with Mother Nature. You threw
yeah,
one
man.
thing out of balance. It's
Yeah, let's just fuck the ecosystem up.
yeah, you can't just let's kill ants. Well, that's gonna fucking affect something else. You know, you can't
It's
just because we don't like them and they hurt us. That doesn't mean that
yeah,
someone else doesn't benefit from them.
yeah. Nina's correct. She says
Oh,
she says he's an enemy of the people and should be ended. Him and his eugenics. It's true,
yeah,
right? Like he wants to depopulate. And Jonathan says that you're right. It was Missouri with the Chinese land thing.
with the court case, right? Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
it was
okay,
Missouri.
my memory comes and goes.
My
I
my
can't
memories for
remember what I
shit
had for
most of the
dinner
time
tonight, but I
lately.
remember that shit.
My memories for shit most of the time. Lately,
Most of the
fucking,
time,
I
mine's
just got so
gone.
much shit going on that I just can't
Hmm.
remember anything. Uh, yeah, man,
Crazy.
that's she's right. She just hit something, right? Like the whole eugenics thing with him, right? Like he's just population control and all this other bullshit that he wants to do, and this mass vaccination that's killing people in other fucking countries and stuff like that. That they don't even want him in his country. They got warrants for his arrest in some of these African countries. And I'm not even laughing because it's
We're talking about
humorous. I'm just
Gates.
like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's
Doesn't
he's a
like
wanted man.
India? Doesn't India have like don't want in there or something too?
Yeah,
Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I know there's I believe I know in Africa there's like a bunch of countries that don't want them anywhere near their countries anymore. You know how it
Yeah,
is, man.
because
These
of the
motherfuckers go to
fucking
Africa
yeah,
and
because they've all been.
experiment and
Yep.
you know, it's like
Sick.
experiment season for them. Every time they fuck with the Africans all the time. It's sad, man. It really is sad. Like they just they wipe out people. It's
Mhm.
just
It's just
it's a
they think the world is their lab.
Correct. That's a good way of putting it. That is a phenomenal fucking way of putting it. Like he's just a mad scientist and the world is his fucking lab to do whatever he wants with it because he's one of the richest men in the world, billions of dollars and all that other stuff. He could just do whatever he wants, and
Yeah.
do shit. Yeah. Um Missouri was a so this Jonathan update he says Missouri was seized Chinese farmland to settle a $24 billion judgment against the Chinese Communist Party for unleashing the COVID-19 pandemic. That's good one way of getting them, right? That's a fucking great way of doing it.
Every state
Yeah.
should do that.
Yeah, every state should do that, right? You unleashed this fucking bioweapon on the world. You have land in our fucking state. We're suing you. We're taking you here. Your land is worth 24 billion. We're suing you for it.
Hey,
That's
we
what we
can use
want.
that 24 billion.
Yep, absolutely. Um, and that's another thing too. We've talked about that as well with the issue with fucking like beef and the products we have in this grain and agriculture. We sell it to the rest of the world and they sell that shit back to us. All that shit's got to end, man. Bro, do you remember in our time, right? Just remember, because we're the same age. In our time, bro, we were still feeding the rest of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we did that shit. You know what I'm saying? We had concerts for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there were fucking music concerts with people
Yeah.
to feed the world and stop AIDS and all that other shit. We used to do that stuff. We remember we are the world, we are the children. I
Yeah, farm
can you tell
aid
me
and
it?
everything aid.
Can you tell me when you think that changed? When do you think that
When
shit changed?
what changed? When we
When
stopped becoming the world
yeah,
supplier?
when we stopped fucking feeding the rest of the world and then started. When do you think that happened? It had definitely happened in our time. I would say in the '90s, early 2000s, things started to change drastically.
It started happening in the 90s because that's when like the food conglomerates started switching over. You
Yeah.
know, like the end of the 80s into the 90s. That's when somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know exact back when we had companies like Philip Morris with the cigarettes and taking over food
Yeah,
conglomerates,
that's a good way.
and everything
That
started
you know,
becoming a lot more processed. You know, they
yes,
started using the corn oil started getting in everything.
yeah.
Um,
How about
so
fucking canola oil, which is like they use it to lubricate fucking machines and shit
yeah,
like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Man,
yeah. It's like shit. Like oh yeah, just pour that down your gullet.
yeah. Grease yourself up a little bit. Here you go. But everybody, bro, I can remember as a kid where I forgot the name brand. It was that little green and white box of lard that used to sit out on the fucking stove. Okay. And that shit was still, they said that was the worst thing. That shit was still way healthier than any of the seed oils and all that shit that went on, that have gone on forever. So it's good to see that pushback that's going on with seed oils. Like a lot of people are waking up to that. What are you laughing at, man?
I had I had somebody going yesterday when then or was it I don't know what day it was, but it was yesterday. I was just messing with them and remember that announcement from Coca-Cola
Yeah, with
about
the cane sugar.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they were getting what did they take out? They said the was it corn oil or seed
It's
oil or
corn
whatever?
syrup or something like that.
Corn
Corn
syrup.
syrup or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they were going to use corn syrup and they go back to cane sugar to
Yeah.
sweeten their drinks.
Yeah.
And I told somebody, did you hear the news about Coca-Cola? And they're, what are they? Are they going back? Is the thing I saw? They're going back to the cane sugar. I'm like, no, no, no. They're going back to beef tallow. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, beef tallow, man. Can you imagine drinking that soda that tastes like beef tallow? They're like, that sounds
So they
awful.
believe
I'm
you?
like, well,
They
well
fucking
we're
believe
doing
you?
it. Well, for about 5 minutes. They're like, no, I gotta go look this up. I was like, smart. Here you go. Smart. Go
Yeah,
look it up.
smart.
Prove me wrong.
That's the good answer. I go look this up. That was a good
Right.
answer. Fucking
It's like beef.
Coca-Cola's gonna put beef tallow in their shit. You're gonna have ribeye tasting fucking Coke.
Actually, I kind of want to see what that might taste like, just to be honest, because I mean, they make such crazy, they make some crazy flavors.
They do.
It's like shit. I might want to try beef tallow soda.
They do. They always come out with like,
How bad could it be?
yeah. I mean, I've always like vanilla Coke always tastes good, even though it's probably terrible for you and everything, and cherry
Oh
Coke and
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, they always come out with like some weird ass flavors. What other sodas do they own? Right, like this, because it's not just Coca-Cola and Diet Coke and shit like that. Do
Well,
they own Sunkiss and stuff like that?
Pepsi owns Sprite, I think, and
I thought Sprite was a Coca-Cola company. I
oh,
thought
are they?
Pepsi
I don't
was the
see. I don't
Star.
know.
What's that new one? Starry. It used to be called. They had to change the name because they got sued. Fuck. They got sued,
Remember Dr. Pepper?
yeah, I love Dr. Pepper, man.
I
Dr.
actually
Pepper's
liked it.
awesome.
I didn't
I
have
know
it all
it's
the
just like
time, but I liked it.
yeah, Dr. Pepper's. And you know what wasn't bad
Bad.
if you were in a pinch and you just wanted that Dr. Pepper flavor? Diet Dr. Pepper didn't taste bad. Like compared to
Oh
other
no,
diet sodas, Diet Dr. Pepper didn't taste bad and stuff like that, you know.
dude. When I go to these family gatherings, you should see these frickin' women. They're like, I'm on a diet, and they're like sucking down can after can of Diet Mountain Dew, or Mountain Dew Zero, whatever that zero. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Dude, I'm like, yeah, I told one sister, I'm like, you had like 3 cans of that shit. You're like, yeah, but it's 0 calories. I'm like, who cares? It's fucking horrible for you. Plus, you're never gonna go to bed tonight. You still got caffeine.
you're gonna be fucking glowing because you just drank 3 cans of antifreeze.
Yeah, she did that like before we sat down to eat. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Holy shit.
3 cans. It's like probably like just over an hour. I was like, wow,
Yeah,
that is. I mean, I used to be able to put soda away like that. I used to come home from work. I grab like Chinese food, and
yeah.
I'd go through a 6 pack
Yeah, it
easily.
wasn't hard to fucking. I agree, man.
Nope.
It's just, I used to go through soda a
But
lot,
I can't
man.
do that now. I'd be in a coma.
Oh shit, man. You know, it's always funny when people, they're on a diet. They go to order. It's like, I'll take everything on the menu twice, and can I get a Diet Coke with
Hmm.
that?
And a Diet Coke, yeah,
And a
and a
Diet
Diet
Coke,
Coke.
please. But you know what, me? I'm feeling a little special, extra today. Can I get a Diet Sprite?
That's right. Jesus,
Oh man, 3 cans of
it's
fucking
horrible stuff.
mellow yellow, Diet Mellow Yellow.
Oh my god.
You remember
Um,
Mellow Yellow, the knockoff Mountain Dew?
yeah. Oh, you mean talk about the Walmart brand?
Yeah, no, there was a literal brand. I think Pepsi owned it called Mellow Yellow, which was the knockoff for Mountain
Oh
Dew. Because
no, I
I
wasn't
think
thinking that.
Mountain Dew is Coca-Cola. I don't know. I lost track of all that shit a long time ago. Uh, but it was the
They had
knockoff.
this. Well, they had another white trash version of that called Mountain Lightning. It literally looked
White
like the
trash.
same thing. Mountain Lightning. They also had a Dr. Pepper knocked off. Literally called it Dr. Thunder,
No.
and it was like the same. It looked like the same label, but it was like half the price of like a Dr. Pepper. I was like, shit. So of course people grabbed it. It's probably like the
Wait,
worst thing you could drink.
wait. It was Dr. Lightning, and what was the other one?
No, Dr. Thunder and Mountain Lightning. Mountain Lightning was the Mountain Dew ripoff. That's what it was.
You can't make that shit up, man.
No, we had. I remember because the girl I was dating at the time, we saw that at the Walmart. We were like, "Is this real?" And we were like, we almost like on the ground laughing, like, "Who would buy this?"
You get fucking, you get like 12. You get a fucking 12 pack for fucking $1.50.
Yeah, well, that was yeah. You got to think about this. This was back in like the late '90s, early 2000s. Like
Holy
shit,
shit! I never,
things were a
bro.
hell of a lot
If
cheaper back then.
if I'd have saw some shit like that, I'd have lost my shit, man. Dr. Lightning
I
and
wonder if they. I
Mountain
gotta look
Lightning
it
and
up.
Dr. Thunder. Yo,
Jonathan,
hold
where
on,
are you,
man.
man? You got to find
I,
out if we have that still.
yeah, Jonathan, can we
I gotta.
find out if Mountain Lightning still exists and if fucking Dr. Thunder still exists?
Dr. Thunder. It's like once you hear that, you're never gonna forget it. It ingrained. Let me see here. Mountain
Oh my
Lightning.
God. Yo, hold on, hold on. Oh,
Images. There it
yes,
is. You
and I
can
need
still
to
get it.
fucking hang on,
It's
hang
great
on.
value is the brand.
Holy
Great
shit.
value. Mountain Lightning. Now let me look up Dr. Thunder. You can
Oh
still
shit.
order it.
Yeah, you can still
Dr.
fucking
Thunder.
order it. Oh my God.
You can get it at hey, they still have it at Walmart. Dr.
Wow.
Thunder and Instacart.
Wait a minute. I got you, Scott. Hold on, bro. Hold
I got a
on.
put of the two bottles together if you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
that.
so do I.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Hang on.
Put it up, man.
Yeah, put it up.
Nina, I'm gonna send you a 6-pack of Dr. Thunder for Christmas, okay? Just so you know.
Yeah, Jonathan says it's Walmart brand. There it is, right there, man. Fucking Mountain Lightning and Dr. Thunder.
Dude, you wanna have a good old fashioned white trash like barbecue out back? Say, hey, I have to tell your family, I'm bringing the Mountain Lightning and see what they say.
Yo, there it is, fam. Fucking America. We got Mountain Lightning and Dr. Thunder, and they still exist. It's a Walmart brand, and you can still fucking get it. I am gonna go to
Oh
Walmart.
yeah.
If I find that shit, Scott, I am gonna fucking bring that on the show, and I'm gonna drink. I'll probably die, but I'm gonna drink some of that shit
Well, if you
on
find
the
it, I'll
show.
have to go find some too. We'll both try it together because I haven't
Yeah, yo,
honestly
what
I
I'll do
haven't
is,
had it in 20. We
yeah,
did
what
get
I'll
it.
do is,
We did get
that's
it
what
to
we should
try
do,
because
bro. That's what we should do for next Friday.
I'll go out
Next
tomorrow.
Friday show with now well, because we're gonna have Peyton on the show. Fucking, we gotta be a
Oh
little
my god.
professional. That's a serious
Who's
show. We
on
gotta
Monday?
got
Who's on
Peyton
Monday?
is Monday.
Oh, Peyton is Monday. Okay, yeah, we
Yeah,
won't do
Peyton
that
is
Monday.
Monday, and then on my Warrior Wednesday, I got Suresh Madhavan coming on. He's the CEO and owner of fucking 221B Tactical, and then I got next Friday we got Danny and Lana Liberty. That'll be a perfect show for us
We
to
should do it for that one.
one of us will have Dr. Thunder and the other of us will have Mountain Lightning.
Yeah, we have to do it on that show with Danny
Yeah,
and
yo,
Lana.
which one you want to do, man? Tell me, and I'll do the other one, bro. You got to let me know during the
I
week.
don't. I'll do Mountain Lightning. I'll do
Okay,
Mountain
I'll do
Lightning.
fucking Dr. Thunder. I'm gonna go look for that shit. Oh
You gotta,
man, we
you gotta
gotta
keep.
drink it
We'll see who can drink more of it during the show.
without jumping through a window from all the cabins.
Stop puking.
I'm throwing up.
Yeah, I can't say that it was like the best stuff.
I'm laughing so hard my glasses are fucking fogging up, man. Oh shit. Oh, bro, there it is, fam. Myself and Red Day, we are going to fucking. He's gonna do Mountain Lightning. I'm gonna go find some Dr. Thunder. And next Friday, we're gonna see who can drink the most. So what do we got to do? We got to do a 2-liter.
Yeah, I think they can only get it 2 liter, but if
Really?
I'll
No,
let
I
you
saw
know when I find
cans.
it.
In the pictures I was saying, I saw
Like a
cans.
6-pack.
Yeah, we might be able to get a 6-pack, so that way we can
All right.
stop if one of us is gonna upchuck. If one of us is gonna throw up, we can stop.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, we got the
Lightning,
chat
Dr.
laughing, bro. The
Thunder.
chat is getting stitches right now.
Release sand.
Rognina's
Where's
just throwing
Jay?
up
I
faces.
know Jay grew up on Dr. Thunder.
Yeah.
Back
Jay,
when he
where
was
you
in
at,
Hebrew.
man?
Jay, back when Jay was in Hebrew school, I bet you they served Dr. Thunder at the cafeteria.
It was a fucking someone who was in Hebrew school. You're a dick. You're an ass.
Hey, I think
There
it's
he goes.
kosher.
There he goes.
Am I right, Jay? Was it? Wasn't it? I think Dr. Thunder's kosher.
He says don't be. He says don't be fucking with Dr. Thunder. Holy
It's
shit,
like the
guys!
opposite of. It's like the opposite of healthy.
Yeah. Oh my god. I have never drank. All right, fam. Just to be clear and transparent, I have never drank Dr. Thunder. Have you
You'll
drank
be
both of them
surprised. You're
before?
gonna
Because I
see
have
it.
never.
I
Huh?
have. Yeah, we tried it. We had to try them just to say we tried them.
Right. How close was Dr. Thunder to Dr. Pepper?
I honestly couldn't tell the difference.
Couldn't tell the difference? Well, we'll see, man. Hey,
I mean,
Chelsea, what's
but
going on, honey?
Chelsea, we need you to. We're gonna get some Dr. Thunder and What do you give your kids, Chelsea? Dr. Thunder or Mountain Lightning?
Yeah. Yo, Mr. Pibb was nasty though. Conserved that shit, Mr. Pibb. I would never be able to stomach Mr. Pibb.
Oh, that I never tried.
Yeah.
I don't even remember seeing that one.
Yo, there was so somewhere throughout the fucking South, we were on a trip from I-10 from California on our way to fucking Alabama, and we stopped at a stop and go, which is like a stop and go, and freaking picked up some Jolt, and that shit had me had me off the rails, man. We were driving in the middle of the night. I drank some of that shit. Was off the rails.
I hated it. I didn't like the taste of Jolt.
Yeah. My boy was like, man, because he was from Texas. He's like, have you ever drank Jolt before? And I was like, no. He's like, it's your turn to drive, man. I recommend you drink some because it's late. And I drank that shit. I was up till like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, when I was in college, people would have 6-packs of that shit during like finals and shit. They'd be
Yeah.
guzzling that stuff and they'd be studying all night.
Oh my god, man. That
I
shit was
got
like
sick the
liquid
one time
crack,
I
bro.
tried it.
That was like liquid crack. I drank that shit. I was like, oh my god. RC Cola, yes.
I
I've drank.
loved
That was
RC
like,
Cola.
yeah, that was actually pretty big in New York for a long time. RC Cola. Used to be able
My
to
mom
find
would
that
buy
like,
all the cheap sodas just 'cause she
yeah,
knew we liked it.
bro.
We
RC
should buy.
Cola wasn't bad though.
Did you ever have Adirondack?
I've never had Adirondack. I used to see it, but I've
Adirondack
never had
Cola.
it. Is it good cola?
She used to be able to get. I'm not even exaggerating. This is back probably like early to mid '80s. You could get 10 cans for $1.
Damn,
Yep,
that's what's up, man.
that's why we got it because it was that
Yeah,
fucking cheap.
it's like 10 cents a can, bro. That's
Mhm.
what's up, man. That was cheaper than the fucking, remember the quarter drinks, the little fucking juice bottles that wasn't really juice. It was like just pure sugar and everything, colored water with sugar. And they used to come and you get them in the bodega. They were like 25 cents. They came in plastic bottles with like a little aluminum foil top, and it was really just freaking colored water with sugar.
Yep.
They were absolutely horrible,
True.
but we would fucking drink those. Yeah, she doesn't let her. She doesn't. She says
Oh, come on,
Chelsea says
Chelsea.
she doesn't like her kids to drinking soda, so she doesn't keep it in the house. But BB likes Dr
Oh,
Pepper.
Chelsea.
But BB likes Dr
Chelsea.
Pepper, and KB likes Orange Crush.
Hey, did anybody ever try Tab?
Oh, oh. You know what though?
I hated
Conserve. I
Tab.
think I got Tab and Mr. Pibb fucking mixed up. I think Tab was the one that was disgusting.
I didn't never
So
like
I
Tab.
think I
I've
got those
tried
two
Tab
mixed up.
before.
Yeah.
That was like I don't even know if that made it past the '80s. I think Tab's like, I don't even know if it's out.
Does it even exist? Yeah, Conserve. I got them mixed up. It wasn't Mr. Pibb. It was, what do you call it? What do you call it? It was Tab. That was what I was thinking in my head, and you might as well drink seltzer water.
Yep. It's funny.
Conserve says,
Tab didn't make it out of there, but Mountain Lightning still exists.
yeah, you're right. Like Tab didn't make it. He says, yeah. Conserve is laughing. He says, diet soda before diet soda. That's what Tab was. It was absolutely terrible, man.
Yeah, it
Oh
was
my
bad,
god, it
but
was the worst.
they didn't quite get the formula right.
Yes, because it was like, it wasn't even a cola. It was like club soda. That's the taste it had. It was absolute disgusting. There you go, fam. We went from fucking New Blood and good videos and politics and everything, and now we're on freaking sodas. We go all over the place on this show, fam. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna go to Walmart and I'm going to get some Dr. Thunder for next Friday. So I'll let you know if I see the, what do you call it, 6-pack. We'll do the 6-pack and see how far we could go without throwing up.
Yeah, I mean, so my stomach has already been like, oh god.
You're already you're already taking a freaking some Tums and some or some omeprazole.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely pregame with some Advil and something that probably some Tums, just to be safe. I have no idea what that's gonna do to me.
Oh my god. Oh, mixing some Tums and fucking Mountain Lightning. It's gonna be like Mentos and Coke.
Yep.
It's gonna
And the plus
absolutely
Betty won't go to
you.
the hospital.
Oh man. Yeah, I could go for some mojitos. There's nothing wrong with drinking mojitos, man. I love me some mojitos. uh everybody's essentially quit drinking soda. Yo, the Capri Pacific cooler. Hell yeah. Remember the Capri Suns?
I never liked Capri Sun.
But the
like.
Capri Suns, like, well, you had to drink them cold because if you got them hot, they tasted terrible. You know, if you drank them
That might have
cold
been my
out of the
problem.
refrigerator, yeah. If you drank them warm, they were absolute miserable. It was like drinking Robitussin, fucking straight. You had to drink it cold, all right, and it tasted fine when it was cold, but it was always fighting with that stupid straw in that aluminum packet, and you'd always fuck it up, rip the fucking bag, and juice is going all over the place. It's the absolute worst, man. Oh, yeah. You know what I miss though? It's hard for me to find it. Has anybody? I loved Welch's grape soda back in the day. I'm sure now it's
I
probably even
loved
worse.
Welch's grape soda.
Man, Welch's grape soda was the absolute the best. I don't know what it's like now because I
I
haven't
like
seen it
grape
in
juice.
fucking. Yeah, I like grape juice too.
I mean,
uh,
if I had a tall glass of grape juice today, like I did, like when I was in, like no wonder I was gonna be pre-diabetic because it's friggin' I was like guzzling that stuff like it was water. I was like, can I have another one?
fucking Scott was on
Jesus.
metformin at 13.
Oh my God. I mean, and when you look back, it was probably pure sugar back then, but
Yeah, but it was
um,
probably the better sugar for you back then compared
yeah.
to like all the beet sugar and the fucking sweeteners and all that other bullshit, Back
Mhm.
then you used to literally get cane sugar, but that shit became very fucking expensive. Uh yeah, sparkling apple juice for Rognina. That's what she drinks. That me if I'm gonna
Sparkling
get
apple
anything
juice.
sparkle, it might as well be some prosecco or fucking champagne. But I feel a lot of people drink that sparkling juice for like the holidays and stuff like that. Doesn't taste
Mhm.
bad. I've had it. The white grape juice, the sparkling one, and I forgot the brand, the name.
Well, that's
Yeah,
very fancy. Sparkling
mix a
grape
bottle of
juice.
red wine with what is this? Wait a minute. Chelsea says, fun tip, mix a bottle of red wine with Fresca soda, and it's a perfect diet red sangria. Toss in some frozen fruit. Nah, if I'm gonna drink sangria, I'm gonna make that shit like straight up, and we're just gonna get toasted.
Toasted.
Yeah,
Nicely toasted.
but I mean, it probably tastes good. That I mean, shit. Like, I'm sure it tastes good. Like, I don't even make my mojitos the way you're supposed to. Like, I use Bacardi Limon. It tastes fantastic with Bacardi Limon rather than straight up
I
rum.
love
Yeah,
Bacardi Limon is my favorite. Ooh, some Bacardi Limon and some Mountain.
some
Yeah, now
Bacardi
we're
Limon and
talking.
what?
Mountain Light.
Oh my God, bro, you're gonna be thrown up on the show.
No, that actually might make it better. It might make it go down better because I
You
mix
think
that
the
shit with.
alcohol will fucking kill the taste?
Yeah, I mix it with. I would mix it with Sprite anyway. Sprite or Coke. Ooh,
That's how
some
it's
good
funny when
shit.
I make my mojitos. I use what do you call it, Bacardi Limon, and I use
Hmm.
Sprite instead of club soda. It tastes phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I use when I'm muddling the mint and lime, I
Yep.
use what do you call it? Simple syrup with sugar water essentially, and it tastes fucking fantastic. Rather than just putting in, 3 scoops of freaking sugar and bouncing off the walls with a mojito afterwards and everything. It
Yeah.
tastes phenomenal. Haven't made them in a long time, but mojitos. I like mojitos and margaritas. I'm always down for a margarita, man.
Yeah.
I had one recently with Casamigos fucking tequila. Fantastic. Yep, some
Good
tequila in a tall
stuff.
glass always works.
Hmm.
Scoop says sugar water.
Sugar water.
Yo, bro, when you didn't have Kool-Aid, you had sugar water.
Now it's see now when you get to my age, now it's not even I can't put sugar in everything, so now I put stevia in them. And that's some good shit. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
stevia is not bad. It's not
I
bad at
put that
all,
in my
man.
coffee. I go
Yeah.
buy like jugs of like black, what do you call it? Like the black unsweetened tea. And then
Yeah.
I flavor it with like my stevia and it's like, oh, I just sit there on the couch, I'll be fine for hours.
Chell says she drinks the tequila straight out of the bottle like a wino. Uh, yeah, man. Fucking. Oh man, I haven't had a good drink in a while. But stevia is good. Stevia tastes stevia. It's pretty tasty, man. Doesn't taste bad at all.
No, it's
It's
good.
probably
It's
not all
really
that.
sweet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's sweet, and I've actually tested it. It doesn't actually affect my blood sugar, so it's like, fuck, just bring it on, man.
Yeah, I've been rolling with like stevia and stuff like that too. I feel you, man. Uh, trying not to do, but again, if you're gonna do if you're gonna actually do sugar, you might as well do cane sugar over fucking sweet and low or any of that
Oh
other
yeah.
shit.
Yep. Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I
like
don't do any of
seriously.
that other stuff. Yeah, just use plain sugar, plain cane sugar.
Yeah. No, for
But
real, man. Uh, it just tastes better. If you're gonna have sugar, just cane sugar just tastes like really better. The sugar you're
mhm.
used to getting is beet sugar because that's what they
Ugh,
use to. It's just it's what it is, man.
beet
It's what
sugar.
it is. It's beets to get the sugar out of beets. Um, yeah, prosecco
Lots of beets.
conserve or what do you call it? Champagne. But Prosecco tastes pretty good, man. I don't mind a good wine too. It's always good. I don't mind wine. Like as I started to get older, I started
I
drinking
love
wine a
wine.
little bit. Yeah, wine is pretty good. I'll tell you what I used to drink, like fucking grape juice. We're talking about grape juice. Yeah, if you ever get a chance
Uh,
to drink Taylor's Port from New York, just don't drink it out of a port
Port wine?
glass.
No, I never tried that.
Taylor's Port, it is not freaking like top of the line port. It's from New York. All right, it's not some like expensive port. All right, if you ever come across it, public system shit, I'm telling you, Scott, try it. Just try it, man. And don't drink it out of a port glass. Drink that shit like out of a red cup, and you will get
Uh,
fucked up.
I didn't like port wine.
It's not
I've
your
tried it.
yeah, it's not like this is what I'm saying. It doesn't have that like that typical port taste. So you
No.
end up drinking it. You end up drinking it like it's freaking wine and juice, and it just tastes fantastic. Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna like it. I was like, all right, I'll try it. It's some cheap port, and because I had it with my dad and my brother, like fucking in the early 2000s was the first time I drank it, and I was like, where did you guys find this? It's like this is fantastic, and I was drinking it out of a red cup like it was fucking a mixed drink. This shit's got like a 10% alcohol fucking rating.
Yeah.
It hit me hard too. Hit me really, really hard. Um,
No.
where
When I was young,
Romina
I
says
was.
she
What was that?
she's apple Martinelli's like the Martinelli's juice straight out of the
Mhm.
bottle.
Oh God.
Go ahead, man. What were you gonna say, bro?
I was gonna say when I was younger, when I was like in my 20s or whatever, I went through this phase where I thought White Zinfandel was like the greatest thing. I was like, this stuff
Right.
is awesome, and then I was just like, no, it's not. By the time I was like
Yeah,
25, I was like,
bro.
no, I don't want
Come
any
on, I
White
know you remember
Zinfandel anymore.
this. Do you remember when we were fucking like teenagers? Boone's Farm. You remember that shit, man?
Never had that. I knew
Oh,
of
you
it, but
never
I
had
never
Boone's
had it.
Farm? That
Nah.
was like a gateway for becoming an
I never was
alcoholic.
that wine or was it beer?
It was wine. Yeah, it was wine. It had different
No.
flavors like strawberry and all kinds of shit. Boone's Farm, man. It's like a gateway to fucking drinking when you're a kid.
No. What the hell
Drink
was
a
the stupid ass vodka? Was there like Gordon's vodka or something like that?
There was some cheap. I know there was some
Was that like
cheap
the cheap
vodka that
shit?
everybody used to get. Shit was like,
I
it
think
was
it was
just pure
Gordon's.
rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, it was like so toxic, and it made me hate vodka until I was like almost like 40. I was like,
Oh,
oh, I
see,
hate
look,
vodka, and then I
Scoob knows
real.
what's up. Look, Scoob knows what's up. He says Boone's Farm was that ghetto punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Uh, yeah, I see talking about the movie, guys. Movie night next Saturday is movie night. Jonathan put up the movies. I think it's The Death of Stalin, Jurassic Park. There's another two movies. I can't remember off the top of my head. Jonathan, let me know, brother, and I'll put it out. Um, sign up for the Discord so we can freaking hang out next Saturday night, watch a movie. You got to vote, and unless there's a tie, Jonathan doesn't vote.
Uh,
So bro, head up yet to come hang with us, man? That post your what do you call it? Your weekly breakdowns. Always put them in
mhm.
there. You got your own section called Red Day Riz.
There is.
You got your own section, bro. Every time you drop one of those on Sunday, that's like the first thing I do in the morning. Put it in there so that people can see it. That way, if you ever get nuked, we got them somewhere. Because I know you were talking about
We'll
being
see.
like,
I'm wondering if I need to start taking those down. I'm wondering. I thought crossed my head today was like when I was telling you about my
yeah,
how they're putting the shadow ban on me now this week. I was
right.
wondering, do I need to start taking those down after a while? I'm wondering.
I don't know. They do, bro. They do pretty good, man. Like I actually, I'll tell you what I have to do because like I know that I have to do it. Like I've been making sure I get anything that's been like the deactivated ones. I've been freaking making sure I remove those like followers, deactivated accounts and stuff. I've been getting rid of those, and I'm pretty sure like I got to find the bots that are in there. So like I'm just watching. I'm just seriously just watching my number go down every day, and I'm like, fuck this. It's like, and then I
Oh,
see
yours is
people
going
follow me.
down.
Yeah, I see people follow me, but it's just keeps going down and going down. And I was like, I guess it is what it is, man. And I was gonna keep doing me like that.
Yeah,
Broke Nina said, don't get Scott started on his Riz again."
my Riz.
Yeah, well, he's got his own section. We put his post from Rumble in there. His breakdowns every Monday. You all right?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
anyway, next week, fam, we got a loaded week again. On Monday, we got Peyton Jackson, who's going to be hanging out from Red Day, talking about her district, Texas 33. She's going to be in a pretty hot contested race, but probably an uphill battle because of where it's at. But
It's
we
gonna
need
be
to
tough.
support fucking patriots like that and make sure that they get it out. So myself and Scott are, as you heard us talking about, we're trying to get them before the mainstream medium scoops them up, and then we can't ever get them, because you know how that is, man. The first time they do their first on Fox, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're never coming back. So got to get them first. Uh, yeah. Yeah, CRT is saying that Chelsea's like, she's like, I got the band going on me every other day now. Yeah, I've been on like a fucking piragua. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten a piragua. It's essentially a freaking shaved ice. The Puerto Ricans we make. The guy will come around in the summer and fucking shave the ice. That's my right now is a piragua. Shit is straight ice right now. Uh oh. Wait a minute.
What happened?
So Chelsea says, speaking of loaded, she's getting her first rifle tomorrow or Sunday. Might be Sunday. Damn, I get Palmetto State Armory sends me shit all the time, like their deals, and they had a deal on this freaking pistol that I wanted to pick up that has like a red dot on it and everything. It's just all set up for me, and it was like, I can't afford it right now. It was literally like $300 off. Like they're trying. It was like it was Christmas and July sale that they had going on, and I was like, man, okay. It came with like 20 fucking round,
Oh,
two
it
20
sucks.
round mags and three 17 round mags, and I was like, God damn it. I was like, I can't get it. I was like, it's what I wanted too. Like, it's a really good fucking pistol. I just can't afford it right now. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, fam, that's what we got going. Painting on Monday. I'll be with Suresh on Warrior Wednesday. Suresh Madhavan will be here. He's the owner and CEO of 221B Tactical. He'll be with us next Wednesday night. And then next Friday night, when Red Day is bringing in his Mountain Lightning, and I'm bringing in my fucking Dr. Thunder. All right. Next Friday, we'll have Danny Cruz and new friend of the show, Lana Liberty, first time on with us. She has a pretty decent following and stuff to test. She always posts some pretty good stuff. But she'll be hanging with myself and Red Day and Danny Cruz next Friday as Red Day and I try not to upchuck in the middle of the show.
That'll be
Drinking fucking
hilarious. Don't you know what?
Mount,
Hey, don't tell them about it either. Let's just surprise them.
yeah, just fucking show up and just be drinking shit.
Yep.
I might have to find a good mixer of alcohol to go in with the Dr. Thunder, man.
We can do that. That's no problem.
Because what you said you were gonna put vodka in it.
No, I think the lemon. I think that might
You
work.
think the Bacardi Limon might go with it? You can let me know how that shit tastes, man. Because if it tastes good, I'll be like, well, I'll try it. Amaretto. I remember amaretto. Oh my god. Do you ever do a flaming Dr. Pepper? Uh, it was with fucking what do you call it?
What's that thing that I used to do? How was that? Oh my god! I used to do something crazy when I was a bartender. There was this thing called a Satan's breath shot. Did you ever try
Oh
that?
my god. No, never.
It's one part Grand Marnier, one
Okay.
part Sambuca.
Oh, that's probably pretty serious.
You light it on fire.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And
Holy
you
shit.
feel it going all the way down.
Wow.
I mean, again, I love Sambuca. Here it was. I was pre-diabetic. I didn't even know it.
I
I
like
love
Sambuca,
Sambuca.
man.
I would guzzle Sambuca like it was the
Yeah.
greatest thing in the world.
Yeah. I love fucking
It's
Sambuca,
pure
man.
sugar.
Sambuca's good. Yeah. I like Uso too. Uso tastes really good too, man. The Greek shit,
The
that
heck
stuff
is
tastes
Uso?
fantastic. It's Greek. It's just like Sambuca. It's fucking
Is it
it,
is it like
yeah,
the
it's
Mountain
fantastic.
Lightning version of Sambuca?
No, it's serious, man. It's some good shit, man. It tastes really good. Yeah,
So
we used to do flaming doctors and fucking drop the shot in a fucking beer, okay, and it would like fizzle up through the beer and then chug it and stuff like that. Chelsea says she stays away from devil's anything. She said she wants to go take a shit solid the next day. uh,
come
yeah,
on,
man,
Chelsea.
did
Gotta
freaking
live a
things,
little,
bro.
Chelsea.
Can you remember people were doing like vodka and Red Bull? So like you had one thing trying to bring you down, the other
Oh my
bringing you
god.
back up.
That was like the was it? That was like the drink in the 2000s, man.
Yes, yes,
Vodka
vodka
and
and
Red
Red Bull.
Bull.
It tasted pretty good too, believe it or not. Didn't taste bad. It wasn't good for you, right?
I don't know.
Fucking people having a heart attack on the dance floor.
I can't say that I like the taste of Red Bull.
It didn't taste
I
bad with
never
vodka, man.
understood.
uh, what do you got,
Never
bro? We're
understood
fucking
that
on our
one.
way out here, man. But it was a good night tonight, man. Good, funny fucking chuckles tonight, bro.
You know what? Can I ask? Let me ask
Sure,
you a question.
sure.
Last week was full of shit.
As far as
There was just like a lot of shit going on last week, and you're just like
yeah,
scratching your head, like, what the fuck, man?
I know it was.
It was like, and it was like a big schism, in MAGA or whatever. But like
Yeah,
honestly, I was trying to look at this week, and I was just like, what bad thing happened this week?
yeah. I like I said, we talked about that shit. I talked about it on Friday, then we touched base again on Monday. I personally am not gonna stop fucking thinking about all the good shit that's been going on, right? Like we can have our
No,
opinion, we
yeah,
could call shit out like we should, right? Like we're not the
mhm.
other side. The other side, they're lockstep sheep and they never call their side out. Like we call our own out because that's how we do. But with that said, like you said, man, like people fucking running away and all this other stuff. I'm like, come on, man. We got 3.5 years left to continue to fight. All right. It's like we can't just be fucking we can be upset, but we can't just give it all up. Well, we're gonna give up now. You know what I'm saying? When we have all this good shit happening and everything still. Um, I think like I think the anxiety, the angst is from, we don't care. We don't really give a shit about a list. What we want is we want people who are on that list who were fucking evil. Just want to see them perp walked, right? I understand that not everybody on a list is
No.
necessarily a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I understood that a long
If
time ago.
if you watched Viva Frey yesterday,
Hmm.
he I don't watch him every day, but I happened to catch his discussion yesterday, and he basically just nailed it because
Hmm.
everybody wants a list. Everybody wants the list, and he's like,
Yeah,
well, so what? So what? You get the list. So what?
that that
And
I
you do.
get it.
And if you remember, what did Denzel Washington say in Training Day? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
What you can prove,
You got
right?
to go into court. He said, talk to me about what is actually actionable. What
All
can
right.
what can you actually put a case down and actually walk it into a judge and say, this is the indictment that I want to do, or this is the court case that we're pressing charges against here. Because
Hmm.
a name on a list is not going to do it.
Right.
You know,
There's
a
nothing.
picture of somebody at the island is not a crime. And you
Right.
literally need to have like a video of someone pounding a
Yeah.
Cub Scout to
Yeah.
literally say, okay, look at this right here, and
Right.
then prove that it's them beyond a shadow of a doubt in this judicial system that we know doesn't like Trump.
Right.
So with everybody
And
wanting to push and say, why aren't they doing shit? Tell me what you want them to do.
yeah,
Because
but
if you
I
have a laughing stock, if they just perp these people
yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
falls
I
apart.
agree. You can't just fucking, like I made the analysis of what I was saying, explaining about how my criminal investigation professor was in the FBI, and his first case, he one of his first case, not his first case,
Mhm.
that he actually lost. He was very dogmatic in his approach in his investigation, right? And the blinders came on and he missed shit. And he says, I was so busy trying to prove this person was guilty, ended up getting off. Okay, fucking innocent. Or I found innocent, even though I knew they were guilty. Everybody else knew they were guilty. I couldn't prove that they were. So he changed his fucking approach to it. Okay, he says at that point when I lost that first case, I stopped being dogmatic and running after people's guilt, and I started looking at the fucking whole picture and said, let me see how I can prove that person is actually innocent. And if I couldn't prove that they were innocent because all the red flags kept popping up, and every time I tried to take a red flag and it wouldn't go down, then I knew I had what I needed to go forward and bring it to an assistant attorney general and say, hey, we want to bring charges up on this person. And then they do their they do their investigation too, because they have their own investigators. Okay. That go on top of it, and they tell the FBI or detectives, if you're on a local level, whatever, they have to continue investigating. It doesn't just stop just because you have a couple of fucking things to bring to start the case. You got to make shit is all fucking wound up. So I took that analysis and that approach to it, and I was like, that made sense to me at that point. Is that if I can prove that this person's actually innocent, you know, or while I'm trying to prove that this person is innocent and all the shit is showing that they're guilty, then I'm getting the information that I need to fucking bring a case forward. That was when everybody was into freaking, what do you call it, criminal justice back in the day. Everybody wanted to be fucking detective on Law and Order SVU and so I guess that was my approach, and my ultimate thing is that, like you were saying, there was a lot of good shit that happened, as well. I personally I'm not going to run from the president. I'm not. Okay, I didn't fight all we didn't I feel like we didn't fight all we did fucking last year trying to get him elected for me to just fucking bail. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just going to bail. I can get upset at something. You know what I'm saying? I can call something out, cuz on this show you and I have both done it. We call balls and strikes. I think we do. You know what I'm saying? When we see something wrong.
Dude, I had to fucking put someone in their place today. Because in my DMs they were I don't understand what they were fucking coming at me for. It's something I posted about the border or whatever, and they're just like
Right.
they literally, and it was someone that just followed me like a few weeks ago, and
Uh-huh.
he's just like he's like Trump doesn't give a fuck about the border. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? The border? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, he wants to give them all amnesty. I'm like, oh, because he made that comment at that rally, but then the very
Yeah.
next day recanted it and said no
Correct.
amnesty. He said the
Yeah.
fact that he wants to put uh, a plan. He wants to put a formal plan together to help people get their documents quicker, but they're not going to qualify if they're here already illegally. You mean
Right.
that type of
Yeah.
thing? He's like, they have hardly deported anybody. Get over yourself. I'm like, what the fuck you think about? They've
Yeah.
deported
You
over
know,
a
but
million people.
who's surprising me with that, who's running with that fucking narrative, is Anthony Sabatini down in Florida. Have you seen his posts?
No,
He's running
I
that
actually haven't.
he's running that fucking narrative that the Trump administration is not deporting enough and trying to
Well,
coming up
you
with
want
these
to say
numbers
that
is
they're not deporting enough? Yes, they could deport more, but you know what? What were they? Again, 6 months ago, what were
yes,
they doing?
absolutely no.
He they first of all, the last month or the last 3 or 4 months or whatever, zero catch and release,
Yeah.
zero. And if you want to talk about encounters, like I think June had the June encounters for the month was
It's like,
lower than any single day under
yep,
Biden.
under
Or oh, what
Biden.
was it? No, I'm sorry. Cumulative months this year, January to June, was lower than any single month under Biden. Excuse me.
Right.
Um, I'm like, what more do you fucking want? I said,
Yeah.
you can fucking hate Trump for things, but dude, that's the strongest thing he's done.
Yeah.
The border
Yeah.
is the strongest, and the deportations is. I said,
Eh,
all they do is cry about that on the news every day
Every day.
because he's
Every
doing
day.
nothing.
Yeah. And
It's,
he's got people now in Alligator Alley talking about, please let me self deport.
yeah, he's
You
got
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
He
So like,
over a
yeah,
million people alone have self-deported because.
correct.
So don't you remember on the 20th, the first day his inauguration was over? What did you see the very next morning? Tom Homan he had a camera crew with him. Christy Nome was out collecting up illegals.
Yep.
Nancy Mace
Ev-
was out there with
Everybody was
with
on.
with
Yeah.
her. I remember with her cute little jacket on. I remember watching that. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Um, Out there, fucking ride-alongs going on them, like going busting up illegals. I was like, that was
Yeah.
on day one.
Yeah.
So stop
And
it.
and you
Don't
remember
hate
all the
Trump for
black
that.
pillars were bitching about it, that they were out there. Oh, this is just for the narrative and everything like that. And it's like, dude, nobody's gonna make them happy. So like, I don't
The
try anymore,
black
bro.
pillars. the black pillars suck just as much as the conspiracy theories, or not. Conspiracy theories got it right. The people that don't want to listen to the conspiracy theories are the ones
Yeah.
who just
Yeah, yeah. The conspiracy theories, like I said, 6 months later, will have to be true. It's the people who it's the people who refuse to listen when you keep showing them the evidence. They refuse to listen. Anyway, those are the people who are fucking annoying. But black pillars, bro, I don't even waste my time anymore, man. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. We got too much things that we're doing, right? Like particularly on the show, we're trying to bring people on that can talk about their positions and talk about, the run that they're going to make for their,
Yep.
their respective seats that they're trying, whether it be on the national stage or local. That's what we want to do. I want to highlight those people who want to make America fucking better. That's what I want to do. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time with people who continue. I stopped following a lot of them because I'm like, guys are
Oh, I've
fucking
been
idiots, man.
unfollowing people left and right.
Yeah, it's like
I
it's
don't.
like you
I don't
guys.
understand.
Yeah, it's like you guys. Nothing will make you happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nothing will make you
They have
happy.
no patience for this.
Yeah,
It's like, do you realize how many? Like I've told you, how many elections did it take us to get here?
a lot.
We have to push. It's like we got Trump elected. That's the end of it. Stop it. Stop thinking that it was going to be perfect because Trump got elected. He doesn't.
Right.
He needs to have a stronger Congress with him. He needs to have a
Yeah,
stronger SCOTUS with him. Judges
the
across
strongest
the.
Senate with him.
He only appointed one judge so far. He
I
needs to get
know.
on the ball with that shit.
Yeah, he needs to. They need to get moving and cracking on that. I agree.
It's like
Yeah, I remember when he
that's why I'm
first got.
moving on to the midterms because that's the
Yeah,
next step, right? The
yeah,
next step is let's get better people in there to work with him.
yeah, yeah. No, bro, man, no argument here, man. You and I are on the same page with that. Where nobody's gonna change us with that, man. Again, anybody who watches this show knows myself and Red they call fucking balls and strikes. Doesn't matter if it's Trump. Doesn't matter if it's our favorite politician because we like them, because their policy is great. If they say something or do something we dislike, we're gonna call it out, and that's what we do. Because we're not a fucking cult, monolithic cult like the left
Mhm.
is, and we'll continue to do that. So, but as right now, our mission, one of our missions on this show, Red Day brought it to us on one of the shows of what he wanted to do, and I'm with him on it because like that's what we need to do. Highlight new blood, like the song fucking said in the beginning of the show, new blood. That's what we're trying to do. All right. Yeah,
So,
cowgirl chast. I think is chastity, unless it's an actual new one. Cowgirl chast.
mhm.
Thank you for hanging with us. Cafecito break is the Perez sisters. It's good to see them coming in. But anyway, Scoob live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. Rogue Cowgirl chast. Love ya. Conserve reality coming in doing his thing. General Mills, Chelsea, CRT mom was hanging with us. I think I said Rogue Nina again because she's a ride or die. Love her. Did I miss anybody, Jonathan? Before we get going, like maybe somebody jumped in early in the show and I missed them. Hope I didn't miss you. Well, anyway, like I said, fam. Yeah, I did. I said Scoop live stream. Yep, Scoop was definitely one of our ride or dies too. Uh, we've been seeing him a little bit more in the chat, which is good. He's always got some funny shit. Um, so anyway, just a recap, we had DVS 7.0 Kozi-19 and JesusAOK on talking about their political, what they've been going through and what they're doing. With DVS 7.0, I'm gonna reach out to him and see if we can get Anthony Constantino is his name, I think. The CEO Sticker Mule, try to bring him on here. I think he wanted to come on tonight, but I couldn't get a link out to him because DVS had asked me. He's like, "Hey man, would you mind?" And I was like, "I don't mind, but I just got to get a link out to him." I didn't have an email,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna work with them to try to make that happen. Monday, Peyton Jackson. Wednesday, Suresh Madhavan, and then next Friday we have Annie Cruz coming back and Lana Liberty, new friend of the show. So,
Sounds great.
Full week again next week, and then Red Day's working on. We already got somebody scheduled for what do you call it? Next month, and on the 8th, and we're gonna keep trying to fill it up for you guys. All right.
Yep.
Anyway, fam, we will see you on Monday. I am the Big Red One Guy signing out. And remember that together and only together can we break the machine. God bless you all. God bless America. See you all on Monday night, fam. Have a good weekend. Have a good night.